Psalm 78 verse 1.
Psalm 78 verse 1.
Give ear, all my people, to my laws. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. John chapter 6 verse 4. Hear, O Jacob, a higher power is one power. Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day. Remember. Thus says Ahaya. Thus says the king of Judah. Thus says the king of Jacob. Thus said, I am that I am. Remember the Sabbath day. The Sabbath day. To keep it holy. So be it. Greetings from the bride of Canaan unto the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, of day of the patience of the kingdom of Yeshua, and also of the hope of the resurrection. My salutations with the hands unto the believers, saying Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.
And to the non-believers, we say repent, for the kingdom is at hand. Good afternoon. Title: Wonders of our highest creation. Rules of dieting will be our Sabbath lesson for this week. So I said I'll bring this lesson, and now it's here. We'll be looking at diet. This lesson is going to be very powerful. So let's pay attention. Now this lesson might offend many. Okay, but for those who do not offend, bless our day for listening. This lesson is a strong meat lesson. Proverbs 4:7. Let's go.
This version, book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all gettings, get understanding.
So the Bible says wisdom is the principal thing. So the chief thing for you to get is wisdom. But when you get this wisdom, when you are wise of a particular event, have the understanding of the event. Some people have wisdom of a particular thing, but they do not have understanding of the event or the cause of that matter, or the historical facts of that matter. Though they have the wisdom to know to hear it, or to have the account of it. So wisdom gives you the ability to have an account of something. But there's another power called understanding. Now when the wisdom comes in, being a wise man, now you say what occurred before, but do you have the understanding to interpret what you know? So understanding and knowledge is very key. Do you understand? Do you understand the information you receive of that account? So on this lesson called rules of dieting or rules of diet, so what we'll be looking at is the understanding when it comes to dieting. So we'll be looking at the origin of diet, the essence of diet, and what we should be eating, what we should eat, what we should not eat. Thus says the Most High, not thus says your kind of, not me. Thus says the Most High, through scriptures. What we should eat, what we should not eat. This is part of the 12 woe that Baruch is speaking about, that we said last Sabbath. Under what? Under the third part. That will be what? Beginning of commotion or confusion. People will be so confused that they will be in a state of oblivion. Oblivion or detraction means that they will not know what is going on. They are unconscious. Though they are present in the body, but they are unconscious of their environment. They are unconscious of what is going on in that time or in this time. That's an oblivion. So they are confused. Now they want to do big man, they will take milk. They want to do big man in Neku. And I'm a big man KFC. I'm a big man Mr. Beefs. I'm a big man that's licensed. Those things are nonsense. I'm a big man here, big man there. You are a big man, but you are dying silently. You are saying you are a big man, but you are getting old quick. Somebody is just 20 years old. They're looking like almost 40 years old. Someone of just a young person of just 30 something years old, or 40 something years old, looking like 60, sagging their face. What kind of nonsense is that? You understand what I'm saying? Still young lady, young men, 30, 40 years, and they're acting like they are 60 or 70 years old man or woman. Because it's a problem. That's why in this lesson, titled Rules of Dieting, we bring the knowledge. That's the power of the Jews or the Hebrews. Your theologians don't know these things. They won't teach you because they don't know. Because the wisdom is not given to them and the understanding of it thereof. In this lesson, titled Rules of Dieting, we bring the etymology of diet and the regulation, the moral dogmas when it comes to dieting, what you should eat and what you should not eat, the benefits and the enigma of dieting. I want to set the goal here so we have an understanding of where we are going to. Genesis 1:26, then go to 29 to 30. Let's go. Let's do the etymology.
King Version, book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air,
Yes,
and over the cattle, and over all the earth.
I want to show you the confusion of all these Christians, all these religious sects. Because they will tell you that you can eat anything you want. That's why they're getting old and they're dying quick. Read.
And over all the earth, and over every creeping thing.
Remember, wisdom is the principal thing. Get the understanding of what you are reading. That's why the principles of understanding is precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. The Bible, Christ come in the volume of the book, not in one chapter and one verse. That Christian will go to and say, yes, eat everything. God says you eat everything. No, deal with the whole book or the whole chapter and verses. That has to do with dieting, so that you get the understanding of what you are reading. Let's go.
Let him have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
So let them have dominion over the flying things, the things on the earth, both the creeping and the four-footed things. Not be so. Verse 29. So God created man in his image and gave them dominion over the things of the earth. Now let's not go to the diet part of it. Let's go. 29.
Verse 29. And God said, behold.
And God said, look, that's not one for behold. Read.
I have given you heavy herbs.
I have given you every herb bearing seed. Pay attention. Every herb bearing seed. Read.
Which is upon the face of all the earth. And every tree.
Every tree. That means the things that goes on the tree. Let's go.
In the which is the fruit of the tree bearing seed. To you shall be for meat.
To you it shall be for meat. The etymology or the origin of the word meat is food, not meat of animal skin. Okay, animal skin is not only meat. Honey is a meat. Biscuit is a meat. Anything you put in your mouth is a meat. Another word for meat is food. Don't get confused. Let's read.
Verse 30. And every beast of the earth.
Yes.
To every fowls of the air. To everything that creepeth upon the earth.
Yes.
Wherein there is life.
Yes.
I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so.
And it was so. But does it end here? Does it mean that we should not eat everything that body keeping things? Does it end here? Remember, this is the law. Not so. This is still, we are still in the law, which is the book of Genesis. So let's begin to transcend. Okay, let's transcend or transpose downward. Not so. Genesis 9 verse 1. Let's go.
Here we shall look at Genesis chapter 9 verse 1. And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them.
And God blessed Noah and his sons, the same manner which God blessed Adam in verse 29. And God blessed Adam. Don't forget. Read.
And God blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them.
And said unto them after the flood. After the flood, what God told Noah, the same thing he told God don't change. The same thing he told Noah. It's just that you have to deal with the whole scripture to get more information. Because each time the Most High deal with the prophets, Adam is a prophet, Noah is a prophet, Moses is a prophet. Each time the Most High deal with study all the prophets. Each time the Most High deal with prophets, he gives them more information on things. He may not give these prophets all the information, but in the next prophet, what he didn't tell the other prophet, he will tell the next prophet. That's why you have to deal with the whole volume, because Christ comes in the volume of the book. Don't stay on one. Precept must be upon precept. So in Genesis 1 verse 29, the God really told Adam to eat everything he sees. What the creeping things? Let's find out. Continue reading.
And God blessed Noah and his sons.
Yes.
And said unto them, be fruitful and multiply.
Be fruitful and multiply. The same thing he told Adam. Read.
And replenish the earth.
And replenish. We have already broken down this lesson. Read.
Verse 2. And the fear of you and dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth.
Another for dread is fear or trauma. Read.
And upon every fowls of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea.
Pay attention. We'll read.
Into the hands are they delivered.
Into what?
Into your hands are they delivered.
Yes.
Verse 3. Every moving thing that liveth.
Every moving thing that what?
That liveth.
That live.
Shall be meat for you.
Shall be meat for you. This is what God told Adam. Not be so. God said to you, I've given you everything that move on the earth. To you shall be meat or food. God is telling Noah the same thing. But pay attention. Read.
Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you.
Yes.
Even as the green herbs have I given to you all things.
Even as the green herb have I given to you all things. Now this Genesis 9. Go back to Genesis 7. Let's see what God told Noah again. Genesis 7 verse 1. Pay attention. Now remember, God said in Genesis 9 that everything that move on the earth, both the fowls, both the fish, both the animals, and the creeping things, I have given you for meat and the herbs. The same thing he told Adam. But let's see what God told Noah again in Genesis 7. When Noah was about to enter the ark. Read.
Genesis 7 verse 1.
Now remember, Genesis 9 is after Noah came out of the ark. Read.
Book of Genesis chapter 7 verse 1.
Read.
And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house unto the ark, for I have seen righteous before me in this generation.
So God told Noah, to you have I seen righteous. I found you righteous in this generation. Because Noah was doing things that is right. Now let's see among the right things that Noah was doing, that God is not telling Noah, so that those in the generation of Noah can understand, okay, what manner of righteousness, part of it that Noah possessed. That's why this thing is recorded. What was that thing recorded? Read verse 2.
Verse 2. Of every clean beast,
yes,
thou shalt take of thee by 7.
So God said of every clean beast. Now why is God making a separation? Tell me something. Why is God making an appetite? So God told Noah, to you have I seen righteous. So now pay attention. No, this lesson is very strong meat. I will tell you the reason why God is calling Noah a righteous when it comes to dieting. Because Christ will say the same thing. When it comes to diet, Noah was found doing what was right. When it comes to dieting, he was constantly eating clean food. Is that understood? So read verse 2. Pay attention. Watch this.
Verse 2. Of every clean beast, thou shalt take of thee by 7, the male and his female.
So underline that word, clean beast, clean, anything clean. So there are two parts, clean and unclean. Read.
And of beasts that are not clean,
and of beasts that are not clean,
by 2, the male and his female.
Yes.
Of verse 3, of fowls of the air by 7, the males and the female, to keep seed alive upon the face of all the earth.
Luke 3:34 to 36.
The book of Luke 3 verse 34.
Remember, God said in Genesis 7 verse 1, and the Lord said unto Noah, Come down and all your house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. So let's not see in the NT, in the New Testament, those generation of Noah that are also found doing what is right in the Most High's eyes. Now pay attention, when it comes to dieting, whom God will establish as a nation, who came from the seed of Noah, that God also find righteous in their own time. So Noah, now remember, God found Noah righteous in the generation to be fruitful and multiply. So God will not find a seed, a posterity that came out of Noah in a further generation to be fruitful and multiply too, and to replenish. So let's see who this generation is and what God gave to them when it comes to dieting. So Luke 3 verse 34, let's go there.
Verse 34. Which was the son of Jacob, which was the son of Isaac.
Now pay attention. Which was the son of Jacob?
Which was the son of Isaac.
Now as a man, okay, continue reading.
Which was the son of Abraham.
So which was the son of Jacob? Pay attention to Jacob. Which was the son of Isaac? This is generation or genealogy. Read.
Which was the son of Abraham.
So from Jacob going all the way to Noah. That's what we're dealing with here. Read.
Which was the son of Terah. Which was the son of Nahu.
Nahor.
No. Verse 35. Which was the son of
Saruk.
Which was the son of Ragu. Which was the son of
Falak.
Which was the son of Iba. Which was the son of Salah. Which was the son of Canaan. Which was the son of
Canaan.
Which was the son of
Axfad.
Which was the son of
Shem.
Which was the son of Noah.
Is that understood? So I'm showing you the genealogy of Noah, those righteous bloodline. So it starts with Jacob. Let's now see what God told the sons of Jacob. Is that understood? Leviticus 7 verse 1. Let's go there.
Is it book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 1.
Read.
And the Lord spoke unto Moses and to Aaron. Spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel.
So speak unto the children of Israel. Speak unto the children of Israel. Now who is Israel? Genesis 35 verse 10.
In the book of Genesis chapter 35 verse 10. And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called anymore Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he's called his name Israel.
And he what?
And he's called.
And he
called his name Israel.
So let's go there. Leviticus level. So now we know who Israel is. Israel is Jacob. So let's now see the sons of Israel, the sons of Jacob. Okay, Leviticus 7 verse 1. Let's read.
And the Lord spoke unto Moses And to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, saying,
So speak unto the genealogy or generation of Israel, generation or gene of Jacob. Read.
these are the beasts which ye shall eat.
These are the beasts which ye shall eat. Now do you see that? So it's coming all the way to our time. These are the beasts which you shall eat. That's why he told Noah, take of every clean beast and take of every unclean beast. Clean beast 7, unclean beast 2. So I want to show you what that clean and unclean means. What God was telling Noah. Read.
Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat, among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Among all the beasts that are upon the face of the earth. Verse 3, read.
Whatsoever parted his hoof, and is
Cloven-footed,
and
chewed the cord,
among the beasts, then shall ye eat.
Anything you cannot pronounce, say it. Don't force yourself. Read it again.
Verse 3. Whatsoever parted his hoof,
The hoof,
and is cloven-footed, and chewed the cord, among the beasts, that shall ye eat.
Now, what does this mean? When it says whatsoever parted the hoof is the foot area. Okay, the foot, that is the finger foot. That is the hoof. So it says whatsoever parted the hoof, okay, and it's cloven-footed. Cloven, another word for cloven is cleft. Cleft is a split or a division. That's cloven-footed. Then it says, and chewed the cord. Anything that chew the cord, meaning that animal can eat the food and process it. That means that animal has multiple stomach. That means that animal can eat a food and store it and then bring it out again and chew it again. Is that understood? That's what I mean by chew the cord. Cloven-footed and hoof is the same thing. Cloven means a split in the foot. Any beast that's cloven-footed means that it must always be 2 feet, two finger feet. Is that understood? Two finger toe, excuse me, 2 toes. Like your toe is how many? Your toe is 5. So any beast that is cloven-footed must be 2 toes, not 5 toes. It must be 2 toes and it must split correctly. It must split fully. That's a hoof or cloven-footed. Is that understood? Verse 4, let's read.
Leviticus 11 verse 4. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chewed the cord, or of them that divided the hoof, as the camel.
As the camel, so camel is unclean. Read.
Because he chewed the cord.
So now he's telling you the reason why camel is unclean. Because camel chew the cord. Camel has multiple stomach. Okay, because it's a ruminant animal. So he has multiple stomach. He can eat many food, store it, and process it again, and chew it again. But camel can do that. But what happened? But what? But divide what?
But divide not the hoof.
But camel's feet, his toe, is not fully divided. So camel's toe is partly divided. It's not fully divided. Though it has two toes, but it's not fully divided. So therefore it's unclean to eat. Because if you eat them, you will get sick. That's what people don't understand. That's why it's unclean. I'm going there. I will show you the reason why you will get sick. I'm going there in this lesson. That's why I say English matters. Pay attention to unclean. Read.
Verse 5.
Read.
And the coney.
What verse? Verse 5, read.
And the coney.
And the coney. Another coney is rabbit. Read.
Because he chewed the cord, and divide not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
So he chewed the cord, but divide not the hoof. So therefore it's unclean. It's a rabbit has two toes, but it's not fully divided. It's partly divided. So therefore it's unclean for you to eat it. You understand saying in this aspect of dieting, it's unclean. Read.
Verse 6. And the herring.
And the air.
Because he chewed the cord, but divide not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Another species of air is also rabbit. Okay, this fall under the rabbit family. Read.
Verse 7. And the swine.
And the swine. The swine is the pig. Your pig meat. That's irritating thing. Read.
And the swine though he divide the hoof,
And the swine, though he divide the hoof, so a swine's feet is fully divided. It has two toes. A pig has two toes. It's fully divided. But what happened?
and is cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cord.
So a swine is not. It does not have multiple stomach to eat food and process it out and eat it again, or rejuvenate or regurgitate its food. Is that understood? Read. So pig meat is unclean. Don't eat it, because when you eat you get sick. Read.
Yet he chew not his cord. He is unclean unto you.
He is unclean unto you. Read the next verse.
Verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their
Carcass.
shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. Verse 9.
Now the word carcass means dead body, or a dead body of a thing, of a being. So he says, of their food, of their flesh you will not eat it, and of their carcass when they are dead you will not touch it. It does not mean you can't rear pig. You can rear unclean animal, but you cannot eat them. They are for certain purposes, not to eat them. That means you can rear them. You can touch them while they are still. I'm going there. You can touch them while they are still alive. But when they are dead, don't touch them. And when they are alive, don't kill them to eat. That's what the Most High is saying here, not me, the Most High God. Read. Let's go on.
Verse 9. This shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever had fins.
Now it's not going to the aquatic being. Those that live in the sea. Okay? Aquatic. Let's read.
This shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever had fins and scale in the waters, in the sea and in the rivers, then shall ye eat. Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scale in the sea and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
This thing shall be an abomination unto you. Your crayfish, does it have scale? Crayfish, does it have scale? Does it have fins? So it's unclean. You can't eat them. Does not mean that you cannot rear them, but you cannot eat them. Now some may say you're carnal, but if crayfish is unclean, and so why should we then sell them, or why should we then rear them? That means we are contributing. Okay, we are contributing to the breaking of the law. No, you are not contributing to the breaking of the law. Understand therefore that every soul that exists on the face of the earth is unnatural. Not be so. So the Most High use people to try people. So though this one is an Israelite, the other one is an Israelite. If you are an Israelite and you have knowledge and keep the commandment, when you see crayfish, you are not supposed to buy it, because crayfish is supposed to be for the Gentiles. Anything unclean supposed to be for the Gentiles, to sell it to them, not for you to go and buy it from them. You Israel can rear it and sell it to the Gentiles, but you cannot cook it and eat. It's unclean. I'm going there. In this same chapter, or if I'm correct, I will show you it's there. It's not understood. And if it's not here, if it's not here, then it's in what's that? It's in Numbers. It's in Numbers. I'll show you in Numbers. All right, let's read it.
Leviticus 11, verse 12. Whatsoever.
So your crayfish is unclean. Your point and kill is unclean. Your catfish is unclean. Your snail is unclean. Because God says, anything that have scales and fin that is in the waters, them shall you eat. So anything that lives in the water that don't have scales and fin, you cannot eat them. Catfish or point and kill don't have fin, don't have scales. It has fins. Fins is what the fish used to swim. But catfish don't have scales. Point and kill don't have scales. So therefore you cannot eat them. It's unclean. It's not a good dieting. Is that understood? So your crab, they are unclean. Don't eat them. Your lobster, they are unclean. Don't eat them. They live in the water, but they don't have scale and fin. Your shark, they are unclean. Dolphins unclean. Whales unclean. Anything that moves in the waters that don't have scales in the body, that scale, that thing that looks like bracket, okay, that look like polygon, excuse me, polygon. Any aquatic being that don't have polygon symbology on the skin, okay, it's unclean. I don't have fins, they are unclean. Is that understood? Exactly. The two must be present. Read.
Leviticus 11 verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Whatsoever had no fin nor scale in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you.
So God said, it shall be an abomination. Not I say. The Most High says, those things are an abomination unto you, Israel. Read.
Verse 13.
Remember, Israel, not Gentiles. That's why I show you the bloodline in Luke 3:34-36, which was son of Jacob, which was son of Isaac, which was son of Abraham, which was son of Terah, which was son of Nahor, which was son of Lamech, which was son of Iba, which was son of Perug, Selag, so on and so forth. Shem, Noah. That's why Noah was found righteous in the Most High sight. That's why God gave Noah the dieting in Genesis 7 verse 1-3. Take the clean and unclean. You ever find righteous? That's some information God told Israel, Noah's seed after him. Because there's always a separation. Read.
Leviticus 11 verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And these are they which shall have in abomination.
And these are they which you shall have an abomination among the fowls. So now God's going to the birds. Or the things that have wings to fly. Like chicken, like turkey, like pigeon, like eagle. That's what God is going next. Read verse 13.
They shall not be eaten, they are abomination. The eagle.
So God's not dealing with the unclean amongst them. Read.
The eagle.
So eagle is unclean to eat. Or ostrich, or ostrich. The ostrich and the osprey, they are synonymous. That's your ostrich of those birds of that species of those family. Read verse 14.
And the vultures.
And the what?
And the vultures.
So vultures unclean. Read. Because these animals are scavengers. Scavengers, they are unclean. Read.
And the kite.
And the kites, they are unclean. After his kind, they are unclean. That means various species of the kite, various species of the kites, they are unclean. Various species of the ostrich, they are unclean. Various species of the eagles, they are unclean. Verse 15.
Every raven after his kind.
So the raven and the blackbirds, they are unclean. Read.
Verse 16. And the owl, and the night hawk, and the cuckoo, and the hawk.
So hawks are unclean. Owl is unclean to eat as a bird. Read.
After his kind. Verse 17. And the little owl.
And the cormorant.
And the cormorant. And the great owl. Verse 18.
And the swan.
And the swan.
And the pelican.
And the pelican.
So swan, pelican, clear eagle, these are unclean. And the stork, verse 19, is unclean. The heron is unclean. Those birds that have long neck, they are unclean. Pelican, that one that has big beak and has a sagging jaw, is unclean. He said after our kind, and the lapwing and the bat. So bat is unclean to eat. Verse 20, read.
All fowls that creepeth, going upon all four.
So then he says all fowls that creep, going upon all four. When he says all fowl, when the scripture use fowls, it's referring to flying things. So all fowls that go upon four. Chicken don't have four legs, not be so. Eagle don't have 4 legs, not be so. But things that have things that can fly, that has 4 legs, are your flying insects. So this thing is not going to the insect. Is that understood? Like for instance, locust. Locust is a flying insect, but locust is clean. But I'm giving you an example. So it's going to the insect that fly it. That's the fowl here. Read. Verse 20.
Verse 20.
Uh-huh.
All fowls that creepeth.
So all fowl that creep, meaning the flying insect, like mosquito. Read.
Going upon all four.
Going upon all four, meaning meaning 2 and 2 feet. That is 4 legs. However you understand it. Read.
Shall be an abomination unto you.
Uh-huh.
Verse 21. Yes, this may ye eat of every flying creeping.
So God said of all insects they are abominable, but of all insects, the one you can eat among all of them. You understand? Saying your cockroach, your cockroach, your cockroach, you understand what I mean? So on and so forth. Things that can fly, your insects that can fly. These are the ones that you can eat among them. Read.
Verse 21. Yet this may ye eat of every flying creeping things that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet, to live without upon the earth. Verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind.
So locust after his species is a clean food. They are clean. Matthew 3 verse 4.
In the book of Matthew chapter 3 verse 4. And the same John had his raiment of camel hair.
And the same John had his raiment or clothes of camel's hair and a leather girdle about his loins. That means a belt. Read on.
And his meat
or his food. Now for meat is food. If you look the strong concordances of this meat is food. So John's meat or food was what?
And his meat was locust.
And his meat was what?
Locust.
All the men, his meat was what?
Was locust.
So John's food was locusts in plural. Locusts in plural. That is the locust after his kind. All kinds of locusts. There's an S there. So John's meat was locust. So locust is a meat. And what?
And white honey.
So honey is a meat. So meat is not only skin. Meat just simply means food. So John's food or meat was locust and white honey. So locust is clean. Is that understood? Let's not go back there. Now remember, of those birds that fly, God did not tell you of the ones you can eat. Understand therefore, whenever God gives you the abomination of those species, that means the opposite, you can eat them. So the Bible lists all the abominable things that you cannot eat, but the Bible in some part does not list the one you can eat. So the one that it did not list that you can eat, but it lists the one you cannot eat, that one that it lists that you cannot eat means that the remaining ones you can eat them. So for instance, when God said the eagle, the owl, the vulture, the lapwings, the pear eagle, the bat, the stork, all these birds are scavengers, they are unclean. So the ones you can eat among these birds, God did not list them. But the pigeon is clean to eat. The dove is clean. Of those birds that fly it, they are clean to eat. Now understood. Understand therefore, every bird that has fly it, or every bird that is clean to eat, can be brought as an offering. Anything that is not clean, you cannot bring it as an offering before the Most High God. But anything that is clean, you can bring it as an offering before the Most High God, because it is acceptable. Because when you eat, it's an offering. Because that food, you have to burn it. Like for instance, the bird or the goat, you have to kill it, remove the blood, peel the skin, cook it in the fire. That's an offering. You have to kill it to eat it. So for you to understand that the pigeon is clean or the dove is clean, give me Leviticus 12 verse 1. Let's go.
This is book of Leviticus chapter 12 verse 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman hath conceived seed, and born a man child, then shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation of her infirmity, shall she be unclean. Verse 3. And in the 8th day, the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised.
Verse 6.
Verse 6. And when the day of our purifying are fulfilled.
And when the days of our purifying are fulfilled, for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering. So take it. Read.
And a young pigeon.
Understand therefore that when you burn an animal to sacrifice to the Most High, those animals that you burn, that's the manner you do when you cook food and eat. Because when you burn an animal, that's a roasting. Not so. That is, you are eating it for the Most High to accept it. So when you are burning an animal as an offering to the Most High, to receive the aura, or to receive the smoke, or to receive the incense, that's a means of diet. So for God to accept that dieting, that beast or that thing that you sacrifice has to be clean. For God to accept it, because diet comes in so many ways. Diet comes invisible and visible. That's why I said this lesson is strong meat. Understand therefore that dieting comes in two model, visible and invisible. So I'm showing you part of the invisible stage of dieting. This thing go through gates, they go through portals. Read.
Leviticus 12 verse 6. And when the days of her purifying are fulfilled,
yes,
for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon.
And a what?
And a young pigeon.
And a what?
And of young pigeon.
All the men are what?
And a young pigeon.
Or a turtle dove. So dove and pigeon are clean. That's why you can bring them as an offering. Read.
For a sin offering unto the doors of the tabernacle.
So you need a clean thing to purify anything unclean. Is that understood? That's why you bring the pigeon or turtle dove. So dove is clean. To eat them, to kill them, sacrifice them, burn them, or roast them for an offering, or to eat them. Because roasting or burning as an offering is the same method. Because when you roast the meat direct to fire. Not be so. To eat them, and when you burn an offering, you burn it. The only difference there is that when you are burning an offering to the Most High God, you let that thing burn to ashes. But roasting, you will burn it to a stage so that it doesn't turn too much black. Not be so. But the two things are similar. They are dieting. It's just that one, you roast them or you burn them to eat. Another one, you burn them invisibly to the Most High God to accept them. Because that smoke pass through gates to the heaven, to the Most High God. And God smell them and accept that dieting from you because it is clean. For a sin offering. One that's of our creation. Rules of dieting on this Sabbath lesson. Read. I'm going there. Just be patient. I will show you how diet works through gates. And the fallen angels understand this. So they are killing us in every way, both visible and invisible. Dieting. That's why in this Sabbath lesson, okay, we will show you the etymology, the rules of dieting to break that spell. Because these angels, these fallen gods, think that they are smart. And they are forgotten that God told Enoch that he will give his servant seven wisdom, sevenfold wisdom in the last days. Read.
Leviticus 12 verse 6. And when the days of her purifying are fulfilled, for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb for the first year, for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon, and a turtle dove, for a sin offering, unto the doors of the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the priest.
Unto the priest. Leviticus 27 verse 1.
King James Version, book of Leviticus chapter 27 verse 1.
Read.
And the Lord spake unto Moses.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 9.
And if it be a beast.
And if it be a beast. Pay attention. And if it be a beast, now in this lesson, I'm going to a vow. Now in Leviticus 27, it's about vow. But I'm showing you the reason why clean animal and unclean animal. Clean animal can be bring as an offering, but unclean animals cannot be bring as an offering because it's a dieting. That's why God will not accept a sacrifice of unclean beasts. Because just as you eat or roast that beast as a form of dieting, okay, physically dieting, okay, when you burn an offering before the Most High God, that is also a dieting, but invisible dieting. So I'm showing you here in this chapter and verse that nobody can bring unclean beasts for an offering because it's a dieting, but you can react them. That's what God is saying here. But you cannot bring him as an offering to be sacrificed. It's two different things. Now, for the unclean beast, you can give it to the priest, but you will not give it to the priest to sacrifice them as a dieting. But the priest can react them for a purpose in their house where they are living among children of Israel. But the priest must not use that offering that he take from the children of Israel. The Levites, when they take the vow of offering for the children of Israel, they must not sacrifice the unclean among those animals. But the clean among those animals that the children of Israel bring as an offering, those ones they will kill and sacrifice as a form of dieting to atone for their sin. I'm showing you the enigma. That was the prologue of my lesson. I said I'll show you also the enigma of the lesson of dieting. Read.
Leviticus 27 verse 9.
Read.
And if it be a beast, whereof men bring an offering unto the Lord, all that any man giveth or such unto the Lord shall be holy.
So and if it be a beast, whereof men bring an offering unto the Lord, all that any man giveth or such unto the Lord shall be holy. Read.
Verse 10. He shall not alter it, nor change it, A good for a bad.
A good for a bad. That means if that thing is sick or has a blemish, that's what you mean by a good or a bad. Read. That's in Numbers. I think that's Numbers 19. I hope I'm correct. Numbers 19:23. Where it's about the blemish of an animal. Read.
He shall not alter it nor change it, a good for a bad, or a bad for a good. And if he shall at all change beast for beast, then it and the exchanging thereof shall be holy. Verse 11. And if it be unclean beast.
Now pay attention. And in verse 11. And if it be unclean beast, what happened?
Of which they do not offer a sacrifice unto
the Lord. So there's no way that you will offer a sacrifice. Now remember, it's two things here: offering, sacrifice. Offer is to give, sacrifice is to kill it. So it's two different things. Offer is to present something to you. Offer or offering is to present. Sacrifice to kill it. That's why God said, and if it be unclean beast, of which they do not offer a sacrifice unto the Lord, because you cannot offer unclean beast to the Most High God, because it's a dieting. Is that my point? I'm getting the point. So that's my point here. Now, so we have seen that John Smith was locust and white honey. Leviticus 11. Let's go back there. So I'm showing you this there with the pigeon. Is that understood? So the pigeon and the dove, though God didn't mention it in Leviticus 11 as among the clean fowls that fly it, it's clean to eat them. What God did is he mentioned the unclean one, and the opposite are clean to eat. Is that understood? So let's go back to Leviticus 11. Leviticus 11 verse 22. Let's read.
Leviticus 11 verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bad locust after his kind.
That's why in Matthew 3 it says locusts. I think it's Matthew 3 verse 4. That's why it said John's meat was locusts in plural and white honey. Then in Leviticus 7 verse 22, John understood the law. That's why you see, even in the New Testament, John followed the dietary law or the law of dieting. Is that understood? And ate the clean meat. Even in the NT in the New Testament. But Christians will just be eating anything they like. But yet in the NT, John was keeping the dietary law and ate locusts and white honey, because locust is a clean meat. Samson also ate honey. God no change. When it comes to diet, it's meant that change. That's why Malachi 3 verse 6 says, I am the Lord and I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob, ye children or generation of Jacob or posterity of Jacob are not consumed. So the only way you be consumed if you change from my commandments contained in the law and in the prophet. And that's why you see people are getting aged on time. People are dying, getting sick, because they are not following the rules of dieting. Yet in the Bible, it gives you these descriptions. Leviticus 11 22. Read.
Leviticus 11 verse 22. Even this of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, the barn locust after his kind, the beetle after his kind.
So beetle is clean.
And the grasshopper after his kind.
So grasshoppers are clean to eat. Read 23.
But all others, flying creepy things,
yes,
which are 4 feet, shall be an abomination.
Now you see that. So God didn't mention the rest. Now in this part, God mentioned the one you can eat. So anyone aside this, of all the flying fowls or insects that go upon 4 or more, God said you cannot eat them. So the same thing applies to the bird. That's why I show it to you. So for the bird, God only mentioned the abominable ones. So anyone that God didn't mention among the abominable ones, they are clean. That's why I give an example with the dove and the pigeon. So now with the insects, God here mentioned the clean ones. So anything opposite from these clean ones, they are unclean. That's what the Bible tells you in Proverbs 4 verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. But without your getting, get the understanding. Read.
Leviticus 11 verse 24. And for this ye shall be unclean. Whatsoever touches the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening. Verse 25.
And whosoever beareth
of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. The carcass of every beast which divide the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cord, are unclean unto you. Everyone that touches them shall be unclean. Verse 7.
And whatsoever goeth upon his paws. Now pay attention. Read.
Among all manners of beasts.
So God says, and whatsoever goeth upon his paws. The paws is under the foot of an animal. That thing that look like stamp. Foot stamp. Have you seen foot stamp? So any animals that have foot stamp, like your lion, like all the cat family, are unclean. Whether it is lion, cheetah, tiger, jaguar, panther, they are unclean. Sphinx, is it sphinx or sphinx? They are unclean. Okay, dog meat is unclean. Like you see all this calabar. Okay, eating dog meat. They will say, it's delicious. What's delicious? You are eating dirt. So therefore, all animals that are going upon his paws, meaning animals that are under their foot, as foot stamp, like your dog, they are unclean. So dog meat is unclean. Cat is unclean to eat. Tiger is unclean. Cheetah is unclean. Lion is unclean. Jaguar is unclean. Like I said earlier on. If you eat that, you get sick. Read.
Verse 27. And whatsoever goes upon his paws, among all manners of beasts, that goes on all four.
That goes on all four. Yes, let's go.
Those are unclean unto you.
The four means the four legs. Read. Whoso
toucheth his carcass shall be unclean until the evening. Verse 28. And he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. They are unclean unto you. Verse 29. This also shall be unclean unto you amongst the creeping things that creepeth on the earth.
So now God's giving us more information of those creeping animals, those creeping beasts that run, that has four legs, like the cat. Read.
The whistle.
So whistle is unclean. Mouse is unclean. So don't go and be eating mouse. Like they'll tell you, say bush meat. Bush meat is unclean. You will get sick when you eat them. That's why some people are getting sick. They don't know where their sickness is coming from, because they are eating unclean food. They think they are wise, but don't know they are foolish. They are getting sick, and they don't know that the problem. Science will get to a programmer. They don't know that the problem of their sickness is based upon the diet. They are not in the right diet plan. Read.
Leviticus 11 verse 29. This also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creepeth upon the earth, the weasel, the mouse, and the tortoise after his kind.
Exactly, like your gala, they are unclean. Like your sausage, they will put dog meat in that sausage. They are unclean. That is dog meat. Then what's that one? Meat pie. Because even your meat pie, you don't know what meat they are putting there. Avoid them. Gala, shawarma, avoid those things. Okay, hot dog, avoid those things. They'll tell you that hamburger. That hamburger, the meat in that hamburger is unclean. Let's read.
Leviticus 11 verse 29. This also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creepeth upon the earth, the weasel, and the mouse, and the tortoise after his kind. Verse 30. And the ferret, and the chameleon, and the lizard.
So a lizard is unclean. Like you see all these Chinese people eating. They will say, I'm going to Chinese restaurants. They are going to Chinese restaurants to go and buy dirt and poison. Read. Because you want to do big man.
And the ferret, and the chameleon, and the lizard, and the snail, and the mole.
The snail and the mole. So snail is unclean. And mole rats, they are unclean. Read.
Verse 31. These are unclean unto you.
So thus says the Most High. These are unclean unto you, not thus says me. Oh, read.
These are unclean unto you among all that creep. Whosoever do touch them when they be dead.
When they be dead,
shall be unclean until evening.
So you can rear them when they are alive, but when they be dead, you can't touch them. And when they are alive, you can't kill them and eat it. Is that understood? 41.
And every creeping things that creepeth upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. Verse 42. Whatsoever goes upon the belly.
So God said, whatsoever go upon his belly, like your snake, the reptilians. Snake also go upon his belly, no be so? So they are unclean. Read.
Whatsoever goeth upon his belly.
So whatsoever goeth or move, goeth means accelerate or make a motion or move upon his belly. Read.
And whatsoever goes upon all four, or whatsoever had more feet among all creeping things.
Like a centipede, millipede, that has multiple feet. Read.
That have more feet among all creeping things.
Yes.
That creepeth upon the earth.
Yes. Then ye shall not eat.
For they are abomination.
Confirm. Read.
Verse 43. Ye shall not make yourself abominable with any creeping things that creepeth. Either shall ye make yourself unclean with them, that ye shall be undefiled thereby.
Now take it to this unclean. Read.
Verse 44. For I am the Lord thy God. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourself.
So God says, for I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourself, and ye shall be holy. Why?
For I am holy.
For I myself, I am holy. That's why when you bring an offering before the Most High, it must be a clean beast, because the smoke or the aura or the aurora or the scent or the perfume that come out of that beast is a form of dieting to the Most High God, spiritually or invisible. There are two stages of matter, visible and invisible matter. They are solid matter and they are invisible matter. Is that understood? That's why God said you must sanctify yourself in my law. And when it comes to dieting, you must eat the clean food and be holy. When you do so, for I myself am holy. That's why I show you an example that when you bring an offering to me, bring the clean beast and kill it or sacrifice it. Is that understood? So let's read.
Leviticus 11 verse 44. For I am the Lord your God, and ye shall therefore sanctify yourself.
Just pay attention. I will show you the mystery of this unclean. How the fallen angels use this law against Israel. Read.
For ye shall therefore sanctify yourself, and ye shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall ye defile yourself with any manner of creeping things that creepeth upon the earth. Verse 45. For I am the Lord that bringeth you up out of the land of Egypt, to be your God, and ye shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law of the beast.
This is the law of the beast. So this is the law, not my law. This is the law that God made with Israel. Read.
This is the law of the beast, and of fowls, and of every living creatures that moveth in the water, and of every creature that creepeth upon the earth. Verse 47. To make a difference between unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten.
Jubilees chapter 10, verse 1 to 14. Let's go there.
And in the third week of the Jubilees,
and in the third week of this Jubilee, meaning in the third year of the 50 year, Jubilee is 50. So in 3 years out of 50 years, in this Jubilee time, that's why I say week is synonymous to years. So and in the third week or in the third year of this Jubilee, of these 50 years or Jubilee, the unclean demons. Now do you see how God make separation when it even comes to being? That's why I said take it to unclean. Why God told Israel don't eat the unclean things, because our body structure is built to a model of survival based on the most requirements. So if we follow the requirements, our biological structure will be okay. If we go against it, it will not be okay. Now we have made that house unclean. Now these demons who are also unclean can live there, because if a clean thing mingle with clean thing, what happen? It grow. It nourishes. If unclean mingle to unclean, it will survive too. But if clean mix to unclean, it will create confusion. And if unclean mix to clean, what will it do? It will create confusion. That's what the Most High is letting us know. Our body structure is clean. God made man from the earth, from the organic elements of the earth, from those things that of the earth that are clean. That's how God formed man. All right, let's read.
The unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah.
They begin to lead astray the seed of Noah, leading down the way to Israel. That's why God established the law with Israel. Because these unclean demons, they understood diet. Because these unclean demons, when they were alive in the flesh, they were the Nephilim, sons of the Anakim or the Anunnaki. The Anunnakim or the Anunnaki are the fallen angels. That's why in the scripture it tells you sons of Anak. The sons are the children, which are the Nephilim. The Anakim are the fallen angels. Recorded in the scriptures. That's why it says sons of. The sons are the giants of who? Of the Anakim or sons of the giant that made it after the flood. The Anakim are not giants. The Anakim are the fallen angels or the sons of the Anak. Read.
Jubilee 10 verse 1. And in the third week of the Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of sons of Noah.
So the unclean demons began to lead astray. They began to teach men a different form of dieting and a different form of law. But in this case, I'm dealing with diet predominantly. They led men astray away from God's commandments. That's why God told Noah, "Do you ever find righteous in this generation?" Now, after the flood, when God blessed Noah, He told Noah, "Take the clean and the unclean thing." Now, for you to understand that clean and unclean, those seed of Noah came now Israel. For you to understand what took place during Noah's time, you can understand it during Israel's time. About the rules of dieting. Because if your temple is clean, demon can't come in, because demon comes in through portals, because your body contains electromagnetic fields. Our body structure is made up of electrons. These electrons are energy. Another for electron is for energy or a force. That's why you move, you walk, you talk, you blink, you run. Not be so. That's electric. Electric means a force. The term electric is performing different model, because electric accelerates. That's why you see, if you touch electric metal, it vibrates, because it has a vibration or a force. So our body is made up of what? Electric, magnetic. Magnetic simply means things that accelerate, things that move in speed, or things that join together, or things that binds. That's magnetic. So a force that joins or a force that accelerates. So your body structure is made of electromagnetic, because the earth contains electromagnetic fields, and man was made of the dust of the earth. That's why you see men are able to go through portals or time travel. Now I'll show you the implication of how this time travel works through dieting. The angels understood this, so they teach their children to lead men astray when it comes to dieting, because there are two stages of matter. In the visible state of matter, there is solid and liquid. There are solid matter and liquid matter. Solid matter are your what? Are your beans, your rice. These are solid matter. Your liquid matter are your water, your drink. These are liquid matter. These falls under the category of visible matters. Now there are invisible matter. The invisible matter are things or aura or smoke, like I show you in the law. So these are invisible diet, because in that smoke there is diet. In that smoke there are neurons. So in that smoke there are elements of dieting. There are micro dieting and macro dieting. Micro means things you cannot see. Macro are things that you can see. So there are two forms of dieting. There are dieting that you cannot see. but they are nourishing your body. Like for instance, the air you breathe, the carbon dioxide that you breathe, there are neurons there. There are elements of energy or force that come through gates in your body because there are electromagnetic fields in the heavens and there are electromagnetic fields on the earth, and you are made out of the earth. This nutrient in the ether comes through gates because in your body there are gates. That's why you see in your skin there are pores, there are holes. That's why you sweat, because your sweat comes out of your body. The water that you drink comes out of your body. They evaporate out of your body to release what? Elements. Your body has gates, and these gates are electromagnetic. It's through these gates that these invisible elements or micro elements, okay, they come through these gates or portals and come into your body. So now, if this ether or if this atmosphere is corrupt, but your biological structure changes, those things create sicknesses. Like for instance, your flu or your cough. That's why you cough, because the dieting, because the visible dieting that comes into your body, those elements has been corrupted. The air has been corrupted. So the air that's supposed to nourish you, which is supposed to give you the true carbon dioxide to function properly, has been tainted because these gentiles, they release chemicals in the atmosphere because they understand dieting. They understand there are two stages of dieting: micro and macro, visible and invisible dieting. That's exactly what Baruch is telling you, that a stupor shall seize the earth. People will not know what is going on. They will not have knowledge. In 2 Baruch 25, that's what Baruch tells you in 2 Baruch 27 verse 1 to 15. So in those 12 parts, there will be attacks of specters and shedim, that's ghosts and demons. And also Baruch tells you of the fall of death by many. There will also be commotion, because it's through that commotion that is created by these fallen angels and their ministers, which are the demons or the unclean spirits. They will create this commotion that will lead all the way to death of the sinners that have no knowledge. That's what the Bible says in Hosea 4 verse 6 and Hosea 4 verse 1. People are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So therefore, in this lesson, under the wonders of our creation, rules of dieting, we bring the truth here. Let's go. Jubilees 10 verse 2.
Jubilees 10 verse 2. And the sons of Noah came to Noah, their father, and they told him concerning the demons, which were leading astray, and blinding, and slaying his sons. Verse 3.
These demons go through portals and go to the kings of the earth. Understand therefore that Job 9:24 says that the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, and therefore he covered the faces of the judges, because the judges are the kings of the earth, whom these fallen angels, like Paul said in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 11, we wrestle not with flesh and blood. So these spirits in this spiritual wickedness in high places, or like Ephesians 2 verse 1 to 2 says, the prince and the power of the air, which is Satan, okay, who is the prince of this world, like John 14 verse 30 says, this fallen being or fallen angel or fallen god influence these judges and blind their eyes. The fallen angel Satan and his cohorts will use the demons, and the demon will not go to the judges or the kings of the earth or your presidents or your governors or your elite to create a system for the aim to destroy, not to build, but to destroy the mass. That's why you see they bring about this depopulation scheme, this mass depopulation scheme, that the earth is overpopulated. But meanwhile, God said, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth, but they want to debase the earth. Jubilees 10 verse 3.
Jubilees 10 verse 3. And he prayed before the Lord his God and said, God of the spirit of all flesh, who has shown mercy unto me and has saved me and my sons from the waters of the flood, and has not caused me to perish, as thou did the sons of perdition. For thy grace has been great towards me, and great has been thy mercy to my soul. Let thy grace be lifted up upon my sons, and let not wicked spirits rule over them, lest they should destroy them from the earth. Verse 4. But do thou bless me and my sons, that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth.
Exactly. That we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth. But your Gentiles of this generation, they are trying to depopulate the earth, because these demons, okay, they go through portals, enter these kings of the earth. These kings of the earth make a covenant with the devil. Of course, God give us into their hands because we pray the commandments. So the wise ones will refrain themselves, knowledge will increase, and they will abstain from every forms of bad dieting. Because the wise ones in this time, they will understand what the fallen angels or the fallen gods are doing. So therefore, when it comes to diet, they will be very cautious of what they are eating or what goes into their temple, knowing that this temple is holy, and therefore whatsoever thing that must enter this temple must be holy, as God said in Leviticus 11 verse 44 to 47. You shall therefore sanctify yourself and be holy, meaning sanctify yourself in my law and my commandments. Follow the instructions there. This is how you stay holy, and therefore in this course you will prolong your days in the land. So whereby others are aging, you will not age on time. Read.
Verse 5. And thou knowest how thy watchers, fathers of these spirits, acted in my day.
And you know how your watchers, another for watchers is angels, and thou knowest how your watchers, the fathers of these spirits, acted in my days. Guess you don't subscribe to the book of Jubilees. Go to Daniel 4. You also make mention of watchers. Read.
And as for these spirits which are living, imprison them and hold them fast in the place of condemnation, and let them not bring destruction on the sons of their servants. My God, for these are malignant and created in order to destroy. Verse 6. And let them not rule over the spirit of the living, for thou alone canst exercise dominion over them. And let them not have power over the sons of the righteous, from henceforth and forevermore. Verse 7. And the Lord our God bade us to bind all 8. And the chief of the spirits, Mastema, came and said, Lord Creator, let some of them remain before me.
Another one for Mastema is Satan, the great red dragon, Lucifer himself, the fallen god. So Lucifer now appear before the heavens, go through gates, appear before the Most High's throne, and present himself and say what? Lord Creator, read.
Let some of them remain before me.
Let some of these my children remain before me. These demons or unclean spirits remain before me. Read.
And let them
That's why I say take it to unclean and let them do what?
hearken to my voice.
And
do all that I shall say unto them.
That's what the Bible said. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked, and Satan is the prince of this world, because they use these demons in conjunction with the Gentiles who make covenant with these fallen angels. So when these angels instruct their children in the spirit, their children, the demons, goes into these kings of the earth to advise them to do evil, because when these children were living in the flesh, when these demons were living in the flesh as Nephilim or Rephidim or Rephidim or giants, they were doing wickedness, exercising wickedness on the earth and create all kinds of diabolism on the earth. So these demons will now do what? These the kings of the earth to create chemical induced elements or chemical induced drugs in laboratory, as you are seeing this day, to cause men to stumble or to lead men astray. So people's biological structure will be dismantled, so they will not live long, so they'll be confused, so they'll be full of stress, so they'll be full of commotion, so they'll be full of distress. They eat this food, they get sick, they'll not go and seek medicine. Now in that medicine, they'll give them another death again, another poison again, and that cycle rotates. So this one is Nephilim, okay, these demons, through the advice of the fallen angels, or the Anakim, or the Anunnaki, these the kings of the earth, or your presidents, or your governors, or these Gentile nations, or these your ruling parties, to create in lab, using chemical elements, mixing both good and evil at the same time, for the purpose to destroy the body, not to build. That's the event taking place here in Noah's time.
Jubilees 10 verse 8. And the chief of the spirit, Mastema, came and said, Lord Creator, let some of them remain before me, and let them hearken to my voice, and do all that I shall say unto them. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute my power of my will on the sons of men. For these are for corruption and leading astray before my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. Verse 9. And he said, let the 10th part of them remain before him, and let 9 parts descend into the place of condemnation. Verse 10. And
read that part again in Jubilees 8, where it says, for if some of them
are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men. For these are for corruption and leading astray before my judgment.
Did you hear that? So he said, for these are for corruption and leading astray before my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of men. So these demons are created in order to destroy, lead astray men. Okay, they will teach men how to cast spells or how to evoke charms. Okay, you start saying that's why you see some all these people selling food in the canteen, all these mama puts, they invoke demon in the food, because these people that sells food do not understand the rules of dieting. They do not understand the biological structure or the enigma when it comes to the origin of man's vessel. That in man's vessel contains electromagnetic fields. Is that understood? And that demons can use those portals and come into our body structure. They can use food to come into our body. That these demons can use food to come into our body. So these people, because they want to make gain or money or profit, they will go and make covenants with this Babalawo. Babalawo will help them to control the fallen angels. Then the fallen angels will now send demons, give them charms or objects they will use to sell. Now in that object or charm, demons has already got there. Because that charm is invisible. That's a form of dieting. So they will put that charm, they will invoke that charm in that food. The invocation is to invoke the demon. You understand what I'm saying? To come into that food so that the demon will be able to have access to your body. Because when you eat, it's a diet. And when you eat, that food goes into your body directly. Thereby, your mouth is a gate that allows the food easily to come into your body. That allows that solid state of matter to come into your body directly. So now it is easy for the demon to come into your body through that visible matter that you ate, or through that macro matter or macro dieting that you eat. Demon goes into that food that you eat into your body to disrupt that person. You understand what I'm saying? Or to lead that person astray, to change that person's biological structure, to create sicknesses. That's what you see all these marketing people doing, casting spells. That's why you see before the flood, those generations that lived before the flood during Noah's time or during Enoch's time, those generations were missing fallen angels to teach them how to invoke spells in several level. The cutting of roots, that is medicine. But that medicine, they will mix both chemical and organic in that medicine so that they can be able to destroy that body or that soul. Because these angels understand diet, they understand portals, that the body contains electromagnetic fields, and in your body, both the earth and the heaven has electron magnetic fields. When this food or this visible element goes into your body, is not understood. Jubilees 10 verse 9.
Jubilees 10 verse 9. And he said, let the 10th part of them remain before him, and let 9 parts descend into place of condemnation. Verse 10. And one of us, he commanded that we should teach Noah all their medicine.
That they should teach Noah the medicine, or give Noah the book of medicine, or the herbs. Now what day for medicine is herb. That same herb God told Adam in Genesis 1:29. That's why I start from the beginning. So what God was giving Adam in Genesis 1:29 with the beast and the herbs is for the beast is the clean meat or the clean food. Then the herbs is the clean ones that they will eat. Because when you eat these things together as a form of dieting, visible or invisible form of dieting, and it goes into your body structure through gates into your body. The gate there is the mouth. That is the easy gate. They will nourish your body unto health. So the angels understand this. That's why in order for the Most High to counter the deadly blow of this demon, God has to reveal the secrets of dieting to Noah. Is that understood? Let's read. Jubilees 10 verse 10. Let's read.
Verse 10. And one of us, he commanded that we should teach Noah all their medicines.
That we should teach Noah all their medicine, the drug that the fallen angels were teaching their children and teaching the kings of the earth to use to kill the sons of Noah. Like I show you with the posterity of Noah under Israel. That's why I say when Israel go astray from the Most High commandment, they begin to fall under the attack of the demons. Because these demons understand diet. And through diet, they have access to your body, to disrupt your body, and to cause chaos in your system. Let's read.
Verse 10. And one of us, he commanded that we should teach Noah all their medicine, for he knew that they would not walk in uprightness, nor strive in righteousness. Verse 11. And we did according to all his words. All the malignant evil ones, we bound in the place of condemnation, and a tenth part of them we left that might be subject before Satan on the earth. Verse 12. And we explained to Noah all the medicines of their disease, together with their verse 12. And we explained to Noah.
Pay attention, no.
And we explained to Noah all the medicines of their disease.
And we explained to Noah all the medicine of their diseases. Wonders of God's creation, rules of dieting, and we explain to Noah all the medicine of their diseases, because these fallen angels were teaching their children diet in those days that people were eating and getting sick. Both visible dieting and invisible dieting, micro and macro dieting. Because these angels understand all the models of diet, so they are countering the Most High's law when it comes to diet before the flood. That's why God said, unto you Noah, I have found righteous, because Noah lived before the flood, where those angels were on the earth and their children. So Noah saw what happened back then. That's why you see God was telling Noah about diet in Genesis 7. That's why Noah entered the ark. So therefore, before the destruction, there was a diet plan. So these demons were causing men to eat food that were unclean, because the demons too are unclean. That's what they are called, unclean spirits, unclean food, because the unclean mix to unclean. Therefore, they connect, they are cohesive, because unclean go with unclean, clean go with clean. So therefore, it is easy for unclean spirit to have access to unclean food. That is easy gate. That means you are opening gate for them to enter. Because understand therefore that your mouth is a gate. As a matter of fact, it's an easy gate for them to come into your body through that food you are eating. Through that unclean food, because if that diet is clean, those demons cannot go there, because your body is a gate. It blocks them from coming in to create that sickness. Because in that diet, the Most High blessing is there. Once you eat the clean ones, they nourish your body because they are clean. These spirits are unclean and this food is unclean. But if you eat the unclean food, they will not nourish your body. Now the demon have access to come in, because thereby you have opened your body for them to go in through that food. So now the demon can toss you to and fro and do whatever please them. But if that food is clean, your body forms a gate so that the demon will not come in. When it comes to dieting, you will not get sick, even though you are a sinner in some aspects. When it comes to dieting, you will get sick easily. Let's read verse 12.
Jubilees 10 verse 12. And he explained to Noah all the medicines of their disease, together with their seduction.
Together with their seduction, because these demons were dealing with spells, like I said with the canteen, because they were making potions, just like the book of Enoch says. That's why I say here, together with their seduction, because they will put all this food out there, all this your KFC, all this your Mr. Beast, they will do adverts to seduce you. They will use the elite or celebrity to do the advert, to sell, to charm you, because they spell. That's why it's called television, because through that advert, they are teleporting or they are televising or they are prophesying the demon to you through TV to seduce you by what you are seeing. Because now when they seduce you through that television, they cannot do what teleport to your body once you buy that unclean food and eat it. Therefore, these are some of their seduction. They will charm you through food, and those food most times they are unclean, because those food are chemical based, they are inorganic. Those food from the origin, those animals are not nourished well. Those animals are giving hormones. Sometimes they even genetically modify those animals and force them to get pregnant early. That's how they can sell. But meanwhile creating sicknesses, and those elements or those hormones or those additives or those chemicals they use are dangerous. Those things they use are chemicals. So therefore, that animal you're eating is a danger, and now you will not buy that animal, kill it and eat it. That's why you see organic food is the best. Organic farming, organic produce is the best, because organic are things you don't use additives or hormones or GMOs to create. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not even using chemical fertilizer or chemical preservatives. You understand what I'm saying? You use what manure, that's animal feces or animal waste as the fertilizer to nourish the earth surface for that plant to grow. That's organic way of growing crops, not using chemical, foreign additive fertilizer to force the ground to grow. Jubilees 10:12.
And we explain to Noah all the medicines of their disease, together with their seduction, how he might heal them with herbs of the earth.
So how you might heal them with the herbs of the earth. So therefore, people have to find out the mixture of how to use this herb to heal the body when they are sick or they have diseases. Because sickness or disease is a plague that is caused by demons. Because that's what is doing what is not right, either through dieting or through breaking other commandments in God's word, because diet is a commandment too. So when someone gets sick, it's two things involved. It's not your diet plan is not correct. So the demon have access to make you to sick, to toss you to and fro in that aspect of dieting. Because in this course I'm dealing with diet. Read.
Jubilees 10 verse 13. And Noah wrote down all things in the book, as we instructed him, concerning every kind of medicine.
Concerning every kind of medicine or herbal medicine. So which people must study and take. Find their mixture, take them, do your research. Read.
Thus the evil spirits were precluded from hunting.
For you to drive sickness away from your body, which this demon creates using chemical-induced elements or chemical-induced substances that are abominable to the biological structure of the human's body, you have to use the organic herb of the earth to counter the deadly blow of this demon. This is how you get fine. So find the solution, do your research, and you'll be fine. That's simple as that. Read.
Thus the evil spirits were precluded from hunting the sons of Noah.
Because the clean herb drives them away. Your body serves as a gate. Because your body contains electromagnetic fields. I will show us that. I'm not making this up. Your body has portal. That's why man can time travel, or what they call astral projection. The reason why you can travel from point X to point Y, because your body has the element to do so. Because the earth has electromagnetic fields or elements that has the ability to perform that force or that function. Because these energy fields, they are strong for you to project, but they require code. Once you don't know the code, you cannot go there. Jubilees 10:14.
And he gave all that he had written to Shem, he said his son, for he loved him exceedingly above all his sons.
Matthew 24, verse 37 to 39.
It is the book of Matthew 24, verse 37. For as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. 38. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark. 39. And know not until the flood came, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Pay attention very carefully. Christ said, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also be the coming of the Son of Man. So Christ said, in my second coming, just as the event that took place during the generations of Noah, go and study that event. Once you understand the event, same thing will happen before my coming. Now see what Christ said in the next verse. Christ said, for as in the days that were before the flood, which was during time the fallen angels and their children were ruling on the earth as judges, like the book of Joshua, chapter 4, verse 17 to 18 says. He said, for as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. So this eating and drinking is not ordinary eating and drinking. This eating and drinking were abominable eating and abominable drinking. Things that were unclean, like for instance, all this your sugary drink, like your Coke, like your Fanta, those things that destroy or taint your particular structure. These angels were teaching the sons of men, okay, how to make them in labs. That's why Christ, as it were in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking. Because back then before the flood, people were eating what they are eating now. They were eating unclean food. They were dying. These people were getting sick. Back then their years was reducing. Even though they lived long then, but that long they lived was reducing. Christ said they were eating and drinking. This eating and drinking is not ordinary eating and drinking. As you are seeing this day, giving people Coke, Fanta, Pavlova drink to go and drink. Because these angels understand the structure of man's body. Therefore, they create artificial agents in laboratory and use the clean one because they have the knowledge of good and evil. They mix them up together. So they will mix both clean and unclean together, knowing that if you mix clean and unclean, it will create confusion. So now, man will not take that thing, put it in his body, and say he's a big man. That's why people nowadays are getting old. They are maturing quick. They are getting sick. Because now these demons have access to come into their body easily. Because man will not follow the diet plan that the Most High laid out. So Christ said for us in the days that were before the flood, he said that they were eating and drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage. Because this marriage is not ordinary marriage. Everything was mixed together in this time. Both the good and the evil. Just as now you are seeing all this LGBT. You see all these gays, you see all these lesbian, you see bisexual, you see all these hermaphrodites. A being having both male and female organ at the same time. That's what Christ died days before the flood. That they were marrying and giving unto marriage. They were eating and drinking. Because both the good and evil was mixing together. Because the righteous and the unrighteous also experienced that time now, as Baruch said about the 12 parts, that all those who live on the earth will experience it in those days, which is now. That's why Christ has his way before the days of the flood, because nothing is new under the sun. So they were eating before the flood and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, because he called them unaware. That's why God told Noah in Genesis 7 verse 1, he said, to you have I found righteous of all the seed of men. Because Noah obeyed the Most High commandment and kept the Most High's charge. That's why the Most High God blessed Noah as he blessed Adam, to be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. And also call him to remembrance when it comes to the diet. For you to understand the diet that God told Noah in Genesis 9, you have to go back to Genesis 7. Because God made a separation there of the clean and the unclean. Is that understood? This is what Baruch was speaking about, the attacks of the demons. As you are saying this day. The sickness come from demons. Alright, let's read 4 John 3 verse 4.
In the book of 4 John 3 verse 4. Whosoever commits sin, transgress also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
The Bible said that whosoever committed sin transgress the law. For sin is a transgression of the law. And that's why you see people are getting sick or having all these diseases and having demons, go into their body, because they transgress the law. And in the law, God gave us the rules of dieting, what to eat and what not to eat, so that we can preserve this body and serve him better here on the earth. Now from there, Deuteronomy 28:15.
KJV, the book of Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
No, all these blessings.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
What do you mean? What the Bible says? That all these words?
That all these curses
shall come upon
thee.
Exactly.
And overtake thee.
So that's the problem. So God said that if Israel will not observe to do all his commandments, which I command you this day, all these curses will come upon you and overtake you. Meaning they'll go and wait for your children at the front. That's why Baruch spoke about the 12 parts. And among the 12 parts is the beginning of commotion, the attacks of specters and shedim, the fall of death by many, and all the parts will mingle with themselves, so that those living in that time will not know that this is the consummation of times that was spoken of. But the wise will understand. And the wise will do what? Get back in order. Read.
Verse 16. God shall thou be in the city, and God shall thou be in the field. So
God said, cause you be in the city, and cause you be in the field. So you're going out and you're coming in, that's all because. That's what I said, cause you be in the city, in all you're doing, and cause you be in the field. Meaning where you grow, where you walk. That means to get your food, because this you go to get to be corrupted. Read.
17. God shall be their basket and their store.
That means when you go out there in verse 16, labor, buy the food and keep. The things that you are buying for your diet are things that are cost. They are unclean, because these people start selling it right from the farm. They are buying the farmers, induce chemical additives to corrupt the biological structure of those species that you will not go and get and eat. That's why God said, God shall be your going out and your coming in. God shall you be in the city, and God shall you be in the field, because the food that you are buying from the field that you will keep as your store, on your fridge, those things are corrupt. They are chemical. They are not organic. They are not alkaline base. Someone is going out there buying juice, all this processed juice. Make your own juice. Don't buy processed juice that they've induced sugar, this processed white sugar or brown sugar or burnt sugar and other destructive additives or foreign agents, and they put here that chemical based solutions. Read it again, verse 17.
God shall be their basket and their store. Verse 18. God shall be the fruit of their body, and the fruit of their land, the increase of their kind, and the flock of their sheep.
Now, do you hear what God says? So God said, God shall be the fruit of your body. The fruit of your body is your children. That means when a woman gives birth to a child, that child will now go through what they call genetics programming. They will tell you that they are injecting an agent into a child's body to prevent future sicknesses. Tell me something, what kind of madness is that one? They call that one immunization, that they are building the immune organ of that child so that to prevent that child from future risks of sicknesses. But instead, in that future, that child will still get sick. As a matter of fact, it's that thing that they inject in that child, there's something that child gets sick instead of preventing it. They will tell you that immunization is to prevent from future sicknesses. Meanwhile, immunization is actually to cause future sicknesses. Because a child is pure from his birth. The child don't need anything chemical to prevent anything. The diet from the mother is enough for the child. Because a child feeds through the placenta, no be so. That means what the mother eats, the child eats. So if the mother, this is supposed to be the true teachings. If the mother eats the right diet, that child don't need any injection or syringe to go into his body so that to prevent future sicknesses. No, because the diet of the mother if it is organic based, that child is fine. These are the rules here of dieting. That child don't need, that is the essence of this lesson, so that we can do a correct or elevate the minds of our people. You start saying, for those that are not even giving birth yet, so for those that are giving birth, use the herbs, do your research, put 2 and 2 together. The recipe or solution is out there. But for those that are not yet giving birth, okay, now is the duty of the parents to do what? Get this lesson and eat the right diet. Stop buying all this your KFC, all this your Mr. Beast, all this your tantalizer, all this your juice. Stop all those things. Those things are killing the body. Eat natural food like beans, like vegetables. As a matter of fact, beans contains anti-aging elements. Eat food like beans, garri is good too, but at a certain level. Eat rice minimal, potato, yam, so on and so forth, turmeric, cucumber, berries, apple, carrots, walnuts, the nut family. Eat all these things. Ginger, garlic, lemon, lime, avocado, banana, grape, cloves, clove seed, black seed. These things are good for your health and for your dieting. Do your research, find a combination. Take them, drink the herb, make a tea out of them, eat them. Your food base, eat beans, bro. Eat beans, eat vegetables, like soup for instance. Add your spice in that soup. Those things are organic. Because if a man follow these rules of dieting, that body will be fine. That child will not be cursed. So I'm not giving you some of the example there. Read.
Okay, the book of Deuteronomy 20 verse 18. God shall be the fruit of their body, and the fruit of their land, the increase of their kind, and the flock of their sheep. Verse 19. God shall thou be when thou comest in, and God shall thou be when thou goest out. Verse 20. The Lord shall send upon the cursing, vexation, and rebuke, in all that thou settest thy hand.
The most we allowed the unclean spirit to do their work, as he told Noah in Jubilees 10, verse 1 to 14. We are a 10 parts where we are released to work under Satan for men's wickedness. So the most we allow these Gentiles, okay, who are made covenants with the fallen angels, to use the demon as a gate, okay, to create sickness, to depress man. Because until men find the path of truth and come to the Most High, then they will understand the mystery of the kingdom and eradicate themselves from this foolishness and nonsense that the fallen angels are teaching the sons of the men or the kings of the earth to induce and create in the lab to destroy and not to multiply. Read.
The Lord shall send upon the cursing, vexation, and rebuke. Deuteronomy 20 verse 20. In all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed.
So until you be destroyed, that is the purpose here. That if Israel not account to the commandments, read.
And until thou perish quickly, because of the
and until you perish quickly, that means you will die on time. Read.
Because of the wickedness of thy doing.
Exactly, because of the wickedness of your doing. That's what Mastema was telling the Most High. That for men are full of wickedness. For great is the wickedness of men. That's what the Most High we allow the fallen angels who are ruling this earth to this day to use the kings of the earth, who are your president and your elites, like your Rothschild, Rockefeller, the royal bloodline of these angels. Okay, through the demon to advise them to create all this food in the lab and to disrupt the farm produce so that people will get sick. In that was allowing demon, okay, through portals to come into your body, okay, when you eat.
Because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. Deuteronomy 20 verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land, where thou goest to possess it. 22. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with an inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
As you are seeing this day, so all these things that the Most High mentioned, the fallen angels will do that using their children and the kings of the earth to achieve it. Read. And the Most High is allowing them. And the Most High is allowing them until a times and the burning of times. Read.
23. And the heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron.
This will be hard for you in your daily activities. Read.
Verse 24. The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven it shall come down upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Read it again.
The book of Deuteronomy 20 verse 1.
Now pay attention.
The Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust.
Now when God says that the Lord shall make the rain of your land powder and dust, now the dust we know of it, not be so. Then the powder there is the smoke. That's why I tell you of gates. You start saying these angels understand this. That's why you see in your car they build the engine and the motor in such a way that it generates smoke. It generates smoke or carbon dioxide. Because now for carbon or the smoke that comes from the silencer, okay, is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is among the neurons or the elements in the atmosphere. or the eater that the Most High creates and put here to nourish man, that comes through gates, through man's body, to keep man alive. Because man do what? Breathe in oxygen, and man inhale in oxygen and exhale what? Carbon dioxide to exist on the earth. That's a dieting. So the angels create car, event car, to deceive you, to make you think that you are powerful, to give these kings power, so that people worship them as gods. You start saying they will give you one thing, but they will take more from you. So therefore, these angels give man invention, but in reverse, they create sicknesses, because this cannot do what? Exhale carbon or smoke. And this carbon, they are not to nourish you, they are to create sicknesses to your biological structure. That's why you see when car exhale smoke, what happens? You close your nose. Because if you don't close your nose, if you do your research, those carbon create sicknesses, because demon goes to that element, to your body, to disrupt your biological structure. Because these angels and demons, okay, they are now the elite might not know this. So some of them might know, some of them might not know. But these angels understand that they are micro dieting and macro dieting. They are visible dieting and invisible dieting. They know that. So therefore, in every way, they corrupt your diet, either by visible matter or invisible matter. Now for the visible, you have solid and liquid, like your beans, which is solid, like your water, which is liquid, which is a fluid. So that fall under the category of visible matter. E.g., your smoke, because in that smoke there are neurons there, there are elements there that you cannot see with your naked eye, except you use a microscope. It's like all these bosses or downfall or so on and so forth. Read that page again.
Okay, the book of Deuteronomy 20 verse 24. The Lord shall make the rain of the land powder and dust. From heaven shall come down upon thee.
As you are seeing these days, now when it says from heaven shall it come down, now when it comes to the dust, understand therefore that these things are angels, and they go through gates, so they will come and do what? Begin to manifest on the earth, as you are seeing these days. That's why you see dust everywhere. Understand therefore that in that dust seal, apart from the smoke, sickness also goes into that dust. So it's same thing with the powder or the smoke. Yes, catarrh and cough, exactly those dust, if you don't cover your nose. Because this dust is supposed to flow in neutral ground. But now the most of now make that powder or that dust a curse, not for blessing, because dust is an angel. But God will now make that dust a curse rather than a blessing. Just as wind is for blessing and for curse too. Rain is for blessing and for curse too. Because rain for blessing give you the food you eat, but for curse it becomes a flood. Read.
Deuteronomy 20 verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies.
Exactly. Because it's these enemies or kings of the earth or your elite, as you are saying this, which is predominantly your 13 royal bloodline, are the ones the Most High is using in these last days, fulfilling this prophecy. Read.
Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
As we have broken down before, read.
26. And their carcass shall be meat unto all fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. 27. The Lord will smite thee with the bush of Egypt, and with the emeralds, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou cannot be healed.
Exactly. What God said here is this, that the sicknesses that he placed upon the Egyptians, and you must remember, God said even the ones are not written, God said he will bring them in your time. Remember, God said that in verse 15, this sickness will overtake you. So the overtaking is happening now. That's why they will tell you that cancer is uncurable. They will tell you that HIV or AIDS is uncurable. As you are seeing this day, that's why God said that with the sicknesses, we all that cannot be healed. Not that those sicknesses does not have cure, but you will not know the cure, because you are breaking the commandments. So they will be as a cause to you. So in these days, we will be getting sick and we don't know the remedy to cure that sicknesses. Not that that sickness don't have cure, but they will not know. That's what God is saying here. You will not know of it, but you are still transgressing. So the wisdom to know them will not be in you until that thing torments you and you die in that sickness, because you're not hacking when you have been taught. Don't eat this or eat that. Don't eat this one, but you go and be eating them. That's what God is saying here. Is that understood? Let's read verse 33.
The fruit of their land and all their labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always.
As we are seeing these days, we are being oppressed because we have resources in our land. We are not enjoying it because we are paying tribute to these kings of the earth, or the Gentiles, or the Doma kings of Rome, the fourth beast prophesied by Daniel, so-called white men. That's why God said, the fruit of your land and all your labors shall a nations which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. As we are seeing this day, oppressed in all kinds of manner, because these Gentiles want to the oppression. Read.
34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see. Deuteronomy 20 verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see.
So that you will be angry, not for mad is angry. So it says, so that you will be angry. You will see you're having resources, but yet you are poor. So God said that Israel will be angry or mad. They will be seeing their resources going out. They'll be wondering what is going on. That confusion will set in. To fulfill what Baruch said in 2 Baruch 27 of the 12th woe or the 12th plague, which is the beginning of commotion. They will not know what is going on. They will just be angry. And solution is there, but they will not know. 5.
The Lord shall smite in the knees and in the legs with a sore bush that cannot be healed, from the sole of their foot onto the top of their head.
When he said from the sole of your foot onto your head, what God is saying that everything that represents your body, your biological structure, when he said the sickness there, that soul will not be able to find the cure for that sickness. That sickness will keep on reoccurring. That is some people, their sickness, the sickness sometimes will be reoccurring. Grievous sicknesses, for instance, not the regular one that hits man, but a very grievous one. Sometimes what people don't understand is that when you are coughing, sometimes it's not a sickness. Your body is actually rejecting or excreting. Or it's a way of formatting or detoxifying things, the unwanted things. Just like when someone is going to stooling. Sometimes when you stool, it's not that you as if you are sick. It's that your body is detoxifying. It's doing a cleansing. So not all cough is a sickness. It depends on the level of cough. Okay, if that cough extends and doesn't go or cure, then it becomes a sickness. But if it's a cough that just comes within days or few weeks, okay, and it goes off, that is not a sickness. That's your body actually detoxifying or cleansing. That's not sickness at all. Okay, yes, it might happen from year to year, but it's not a sickness. It's your body is detoxifying. Your body is functioning. Your body structure is functioning. It's cleansing your body from the water elements that is in it. Is that understood?
Yes.
That's what it's doing there. Also, it's not all things that people term as sickness is sickness. No, your body is actually cleansing. The things that are most sicknesses are things that reoccur and they stay much longer without going. Those are the things that are sicknesses. Okay, not something that just come and just go. Those things that come and go are just detoxification of the body. Go to verse 16.
Moreover, it will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. 61. And also every sickness, and every plague, which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee, until thou be destroyed.
Exactly, because Israel will not keep the commandment. That's the warning the Most High gave. So if Israel will not keep the commandments, all these curses and all these sicknesses will come upon us till this day. That's why God says to overtake and pursue us, even those are not written in this law. This verse 10.
Our body contains electric.
Let me now give us more information. Enough for me not to forget it. I wrote it down in a note to show to us how our body or how the electromagnetic field work.
Our body contains electric or electromagnetic fields through which the Gentiles send chemicals produced in labs to create sicknesses in our body. There are micro, invisible, and macro, visible.
So there are micro, which is invisible,
and macro,
which is the visible diet,
solid and liquid state of matter.
They come in that visible state, which is the macro state. Read.
Form of diet. The invisible state. Just like radio has frequencies or magnetic waves and channels or codes which you scan from your house to the radio house to connect.
So now you are in your house and you are trying to get a channel in a radio house or a radio station. So you have to know the frequency or use a frequency or a wave. That wave. In between that wave is what? Electromagnetic. That's a magnet because the radio that is, it will tell you that continue reading.
Just like radio has frequency or magnetic waves.
Just pay attention.
And channels or codes which you scan from your house to the radio.
And channels or codes which you scan from your house to the radio house.
Or codes which you scan from your house to the radio house to connect. In between you in your house
and the radio house
with your radio and the radio house is a magnetic force.
Yes, so in between you, that means in the air, in between you in the air, that's the radio you are holding in your house and the radio station, the element that you're using in that radio station and the element of the radio you are holding in your hand, in between that is an electromagnetic force. I'll tell you, electromagnetic is a force. That's that frequency that enables you to receive a channel. The key thing there is that you have to know the code to be able to have access to the channel. But for you to get the code, like for instance 92.5 FM, so for you to have access to 92.5 FM, you need to know the code of that station, which is the angel or that destination, for that code to come to your place, or for you to connect to to that code, you need a frequency or a magnet to take you there faster than the speed of light. That's what you see in your house. The moment you tune it to 102.5, immediately that thing comes in. The moment you get that frequency of that radio station in another environment or another place or location, the moment you tune it to that frequency, that code, because you have to know the code to tune to the frequency so that the magnetic force or the wave can drag that channel or transmission to you faster than the speed of light. That's how you receive signal of what they are saying in their radio house to your own radio house. So this our voice is transmitted through electromagnetic force or waves, because the element or the gadget you are using is from the earth, because iron is from the earth and iron contains electromagnetic. Your Gentile knows this because they know how portal works. The radio house you are connecting to contains electromagnetic force because they use iron or metal to build that gadget. Don't be so. So I have a reason why I'm dealing with this when it comes to dieting. I'm trying to show you how portal works because your Gentile knows this, because food can be transmitted through portals, through micro dieting, because the Gentile knows your body contains electromagnetic fields. Therefore, they cannot use the food and transmit wave and come into your body and disrupt your body. Is that understood? Read.
Just like radio has frequencies or magnetic waves and channels or codes which you can scan from your house to the radio house to connect in between you in your house with your radio, and the radio house is a magnetic force.
Yes.
Which is the telemast. Telemast containing metallic elements.
Exactly. So which is the telemast containing metallic elements? Your telemast or your mast contains metallic elements. Don't be so. So they use it as an intermediary so that they can connect easily and faster to their own channel through that frequency of the mast. That's why it's called telemast or teleport. They want to teleport their vocal to you, so they will use a telemast or a mast as a means or as a transmitter to bring their voice to you, because they know that that mast element or the makeup of that mast contains iron, and iron has magnetic waves or magnetic force. Read.
The radio house is a magnetic force which is the telemast containing metallic elements.
Yes.
Which are gotten from the earth.
Because the metals are contained from the earth, and man was made out of the dust of the earth. The metal that contains electromagnetic fields, they are from the earth. Man too is also from the earth, don't be so, because the earth's environment or plane or the earth's fields contains electromagnetic force. So I'm showing us the similarity between the elements of the earth, such as man's body and also the iron. Because as the Gentile understand the iron, so understand the body, that these things can go through astral projection. Because all over the world, in the heaven and in the earth, there's electromagnetic force where you can make projection or time travel. Read.
Telemast containing metallic elements which are gotten from the earth. Your radio too is made of metallic components. Now once you know the code, e.g. 101.5, i.e. frequency modulation.
So FM means frequency modulation. You understand saying? Frequency modulation from the word model. They need to know the code to be able to transmit currents from one field to another field. They know what's going on. Read.
Now once you know the code, e.g. 101.5 or Star FM, i.e. frequency modulation or model you want, the gate open and faster than the speed of light.
So the gate open. So now you have tuned to the station, you have gotten the frequency or the wave that lead to that channel, that code, to your destination. The moment your frequency pinpoint that code or the wave pinpoint that code, what happen? The gate open. Then the voice of what they're broadcasting comes to you, because now you've gotten their code. Same goes with the angel. I'm going to continue reading to show you how gates work. Their gates are angels. Understand therefore that the gates in the heaven and the earth, they are angels. Once you understand the gate or the call of the angel and you say it, that gate will open and you will travel. These are gate time travels. These are time travel work. You have to know the code of that angel to command the angel to open himself. If you cannot the code, this is how someone disappear or time travel, astral projection.
The gate open and faster than the speed of light. The voice comes to your radio through invisible electric.
Exactly, through invisible electric or electrons or things that you cannot see with your eyes. Because what is transmitting, you're not seeing it. Are you seeing the voice in the air? No, but the voice comes to you on your own radio, invisibly. So that thing has teleported from another location to your own location. So what they are saying there, now you can hear. You can even contribute and reply back to them, like phone calls. So this is how portals work. Your Gentiles know, because the angels teach them to use the earth material to create portal or gates. Because the angels know that the element of the earth contains electromagnetic force or fields. Because your body is a field, don't be so, because of the earth. You stand in this model. So this field of your body contains electromagnetic that connects to that environment, but you need the code of that environment or the frequency to go there to time travel. This is how food or diet works. Read.
The gate open and faster than the speed of light. The voice come to your radio through invisible electric, e.g. force. Once you know the code of the angels over each gate to your destination or travel, then it opens.
Exactly. Then it will open. Yes.
and you are transported or teleported to that region.
For instance, Oshodi, Ikeja. If you are in Oshodi, the code of Ikeja, the moment you call Ikeja, you are there. There's a code you must pronounce. Then the angel will open the gate, an invisible gate that you cannot see. Then once you go, you will now move faster than the speed of light. That's what they call today disappearing or teleporting. And these are angels coming to our realm. And these are food or diet also comes into our body. And that's exactly the smoke that the Most High was speaking about in the law when Israel bring an offering. Because this smoke is a diet. They go through gates of the heaven. So the Most High in the heaven will perceive the offering, the clean meat or the clean beast of an offering you bring. Then the Most High accepts it for a sin offering of an offering before the Most High God. Because it is clean. You understand what I'm saying? Because this food go through gate. I'm trying to show us the micro and the macro dieting. That Gentiles understand this, so they are destroying us in every way. Both the visible diet and the visible diet, the visible matter and the visible matter of dieting. Read.
Once you know the code of the angels over each gate to understand your destination or travel, then it's open and you are transported or teleported to that region. Because two objects containing the same element can conduct or connect, just as you cannot use iron to patch wood, but wood itself and vice versa.
Exactly. You can't use iron to wet wood. You use wood to patch wood. Use iron to patch iron because they connect. These are electromagnetic fields work. The one station and another station must have the same element. That's why in the heaven and in the earth there's electromagnetic wave everywhere. Therefore that soul can time travel, or food or smoke or the visible dieting can travel to your body because your body has gates because it's made from the earth. Just as the iron is made from the earth and the iron contains magnetic fields. So with your body. Read.
Just as you cannot use iron to patch wood, but wood itself and vice versa. Our body has electric, e.g. force, in magnetic state. Because we are made from the earth.
Yes.
Just as those metallic elements.
Yes.
Used in making the radio.
Yes.
Are from the earth.
Also 2 years, as I've explained. Yes.
That connect with the heaven electric frequency.
Yes. That connect with the heaven electric frequency. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which allows us to perform this function.
Yes.
Also, our soul and spirit goes through gate. From the heaven to the earth.
Yeah, exactly.
When we are conceived in the womb.
So our soul and our spirit also move through gates. Every soul comes from the heaven and every spirit comes from the heaven. When a woman is conceived, or not for conceived is pregnant. So when a woman is pregnant, the moment the sperm hits the embryo and produce the egg, the woman becomes pregnant. Once the woman becomes pregnant, the Most High will command the spirit that is in the heavenly storehouses to now go. So that spirit or soul goes through gates and goes into the woman's belly. That's why I'm telling you, that there are gates in the heaven and in the earth. There are electromagnetic forces or waves or frequency in the heaven and in the earth. Two objects cannot work together except they share the same components, because your soul has that element of magnetic fields. That's why your soul connects with your body. You understand what I'm saying? Your soul goes through gates from the heaven all the way to the earth. Then from the earth it goes through gate to your body. It's two gates. So it travels faster than the speed of light. That's why you see terminating a child is a problem to the Most High. Don't be doing that. Please call abortion today. My key point is that the soul and spirit goes through gates. Read.
Also, as our soul and spirit goes through gates from the heaven to the earth when we are conceived in the womb, because it passes through angels at each gate that opens up to go to its destination, which is our earthly body.
Exactly.
Because the Gentiles know this due to the fallen angels.
Now, the soul and the spirit comes from every gate and goes into the body, because the Most High understand the code. The soul is commanded to go from the heaven to the earth and to a particular body. That soul must know the location where it's going to. Just as your radio tunes to the frequency, to another frequency, you must know the code of that frequency in that location for you to be able to have access to that location. Not be so. This is how your soul and your spirit works, and this is how food works. You must know the location of where you are going to. Your soul and your spirit knows the body is going to, because there are many souls on the earth. There are many bodies on the earth. How does a soul and a spirit know where it's going to when a woman is pregnant? Because that soul is directed from the heavens to go to that region in that particular country, that particular locality, and go to that particular woman that is pregnant. Your son says that has been conceived and stay there. So these are gates work in the heaven and in the earth and in your body, because two elements cannot work together except they share the same element. Your body contains that energy field and the heaven contains that energy field. Your soul and your spirit also has it too. Read.
Because it passes through angels at each gate that opens up to go to its destination, which is our earthly body. Because the Gentiles know this due to the fallen angels teach them. Therefore they use the demons, their children, who then teaches the Roman Empire, the ruling party of the earth, how to create these chemicals. Chemicals induce pathogens
Or materials.
in laboratory, and spraying it in the air.
I've explained this before. So because the Gentiles, through the teaching of the fallen angels with the demons, understand how potters work, so they do not use dieting in the same manner, because they know that dieting also in a form goes through gates into our body. So now if you don't have the wisdom, if you have the wisdom of the physical dieting, they cannot destroy you through the invisible dieting. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why the Most High is increasing wisdom, so that we can understand both in both ways. Okay, the macro and the micro form of matter or the form of dieting, so that we can do what counter the deadly blow of the demon, which their fathers, the fallen angels or the fallen gods, have teach them. Okay, to corrupt the journeys of the earth, to destroy us. You understand what I'm saying? That's the essence of this lesson. Read.
Because the Gentiles know this due to the fallen angels teach them. Therefore, they use the demons, their children, who then teaches the Roman Empire, the ruling party of the earth, how to create these chemicals induced pathogens in laboratory and spray it in the air. And some from the industrial company generator or carbonated smoke from cars, polluting the air intentionally.
Read it again.
Who then teaches the Roman Empire, the ruling party of the earth,
Yes.
how to create these chemicals induced pathogens,
Yes.
in laboratory,
Yes.
and spray it in the air.
And they will spray it in the air, and they'll come out and pretend as if they are doing a program called app to clear the air. They will spread these chemical agents on the air, or this foreign agent on the air, because they know. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know that in the air that there are gates, and through that gates, it can those chemicals they create in the lab can travel. You understand what I'm saying? And come into your body. You understand what I'm saying? And enter your body. You understand what I'm saying? And once enter your body, that's when you begin to get sick. You understand what I'm saying? After all, they even said themselves this COVID-19 was spraying the air. No be so. This COVID-19 that they say is started in China, that was created in the lab and spraying the air. You see that so that it can disrupt the biological structure of the body and make you people sick. So thereby collaborating with the demons, because these Gentiles have made a covenant with the fallen angels, and the fallen angels need their demon to exist. So the demon for the demon to exist, the demon cannot use this unclean dieting, or this unclean invisible dieting or unclean invisible matter to go through that invisible chemical that is to enter into the body, knowing that the unclean thing can have access to the body, knowing that soul is still sinning. You understand what I'm saying? So if that soul is still sinning, now the demon can enter. But if that soul is not sinning, the soul will not have the soul will do what? Eat the clean food. So the clean food will not prevent that chemical from causing him to be sick. So therefore the demon will not enter. Because if that soul eat the clean diet or use the herb, make the herbal tea, eat the organic food. Now if the demon try to enter the body, it will not be able to have access. Because the body gets to be closed. You start saying because the body gets to be closed. So therefore that invisible micro diet will not come in, that the demon is trying to use as a means to come in. That soul's body, because that soul body will act as a gate to block that demon from coming in, because the gate here is the nutrients that soul has the organic produce of the earth. Is that understood? Read.
They use the demons, their children, who then teaches the Roman Empire, the ruling party of the earth, how to create these chemical induced pathogens in laboratory and spray it in the air. And some from the industrial company generator.
Exactly, and some from the industrial company generator, like all this manufacturing company. Like you see them bringing like all this train, bringing smoke. That's carbon, or like all this industrial generator of all these BB companies, and they'll be blowing smoke in the air, or like all these seaports. Those people that are refining crude oil. You see them blowing smoke in the air. That is polluting the air and creating sicknesses, and they know that. And they'll tell you that they are working towards climate change. It's the same people that are working towards climate change in the art program, and same people creating the sickness in the air. That's what the Bible says, never trust your enemy. It's Acts 12 verse 10.
They use the demons, their children, who then teaches the Roman Empire, the ruling party of the earth, how to create these chemicals, induced pathogens in laboratory and spray it in the air. And some from the industrial company generator or carbonated smoke from cars polluting the air intentionally.
Yes.
This is the micro dieting possessing people's body,
yes,
and making them sick in order to destroy us, fulfilling the causes written in the law,
yes,
and the prophets.
It's written in the law and the prophet, as we have seen in like 2 Baruch 27, 28, 29, and also in Deuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26. Read.
Whatever goes in your body is a form of diet, invisible or invisible.
Yes, it can come in visible or invisible. Yes, whatever thing that goes into your body is a diet. That's what I'm saying. So it's not to build you or to destroy you. Whether it's visible or invisible thing, whether it's a solid state or insolid state. Read.
Whatever goes in your body is a form of diet, visible or invisible, either to refresh us like the air does when we suck it in.
When we suck the air in, which is the carbon that was like read.
Or to destroy us when we suck it in.
When we suck it in, so it's two ways. So the air can build us or destroy us, and it can only destroy us if they spray those chemical induced agents that they create in the lab. That's how I'm saying, to create the sicknesses. That's how those things destroy us. But to build us, if they don't spray it, then we are fine. That's why God said in 2 Peter 29 that we send upon the children of Israel air distilling dew in the morning for healing. For healing. The air distilling the dew for healing. The dew of the morning for the healing. That will perceive the fragrance, because the wind will blow the fragrance from the tree.
Yes.
Because the fragrance of the tree is a diet. That's why I told us of perfumes. Read.
Whatever goes in your body is a form of diet, visible or invisible. Either to refresh us like the air does when we sup it in, or destroy us when we sup it in. Diet of clean food in our vessel is important to drive away the demons who are unclean. Because unclean food attracts unclean spirits.
Exactly, because unclean food attracts unclean spirits. Because they connect together, so it's an easy access for them to go through that means to travel, to come into our body. So if there's no defense in your body to resist them, which is the clean food, those demons will come into your body. But if you eat the clean food, that nutrient in those food that you eat that is clean, that God has blessed from the beginning, Genesis 1:29. And so I said, they will do a fight where all those demons they are trying to use that unclean food to come into your body. It will wear them up, because your body is a gate that contains electromagnetic fields. Read. That's what he's saying there.
Diet of clean food in our vessel is important to drive away the demons who are unclean. Because unclean food attracts unclean spirits or demons to easily come in our body, which contain magnetic force fields. The clean food is a defense and closed gate. And close gate for the demons.
Exactly, because the clean food is a defense and closed gate for the demon. Because once you eat the clean food, the Most High's blessing come upon the Holy Spirit is there to nourish that person's soul. So the demon will not come in, because that your body now serves as a barrier. Because now you've obeyed the commandments of eating the clean food. So now it will not be for a blessing and not for a curse. So the clean food connects with the clean spirit, which is the Holy Spirit. The unclean food, connects with the demon. Because when you eat clean food, the Holy Spirit is present there to nourish you. But once you eat the unclean food, the demon can easily come in, because they too are unclean. So once they come in, they will advise you and give you their own nourishment, which to destroy you. Read. So it's a battle of diet. That's why God made the separation of the clean food and the unclean food. Read.
Because unclean food attract unclean spirits.
Yes.
Or demons to easily come in our body, which contain magnetic force field. The clean food is a defense and closed gate for the demons. They can't come in to cause sickness. In this aspect of diet, understand therefore that our body has gates because of its makeup and elements which are from the earth. Our body which contain magnetic force fields. The clean food is a defense and closed gate for the demons. They can't come in to cause sickness.
Exactly.
Sicknesses.
Exactly.
In this aspect of diet.
In this aspect of dieting, exactly.
Understand therefore that our body has gates because of its makeup and elements which are from the earth.
Let's now go to Google and let's show us that truly portals. Their portal exists. Now read this for me. So it says hidden portals in the earth's magnetic field. Once again, hidden portals. Can we all see it? So there's even a video here, but I'm not playing the video. So it says this was published by NASA. Mind you, this is NASA. So this was published in July 2 of 2012. It says hidden portals in the earth, hidden because it's invisible. Hidden portals in the earth's magnetic fields. So all over the earth fields, there's hidden portals, because they are invisible. So your Jedi knows this, because man was also made from the dust of the earth. Anything that is made up of the earth contains this energy, contains this force. That's what I'll be saying here. Now read this first paragraph. In NASA.
A NASA-sponsored researcher at the University of Iowa in America has developed a way for spacecraft to hunt down hidden magnetic portals in the vicinity of Earth. This gateway links the magnetic field of our planet to that of the sun.
Now pay attention. This gateway. Read it again.
These gateways
link
the magnetic
fields from where?
Of our planet.
Of our planet, that's the Earth.
To that of the sun.
To that of the sun. Where is the sun located? In the heaven. Because the sun itself because the sun in its travel, its revolution goes through gates. In its travel all over the earth. Yes. So there are gates in the heaven and there are gates in the earth. That's what it's telling you. So it's telling you that there's a link between the heaven and the earth. That's why I told you that the soul or the spirit goes through gates from the heaven to the earth. Let Before you go, let me give an example. Bel and the dragon in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 33.
Now there was in Jewry a prophet called.
Jury is another word for Jew or Judah. Read.
Now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk.
So there was a prophet called Habakkuk. Read.
Who had made pottage.
Who have made pottage, or that you see that. So even the prophets understand diet to eat the right diet. So they made understand for that pottage is beans.
And are broken bread in a bowl.
Now there was in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk who had made pottage and has broken bread in a bowl. Bread and pottage is bread and beans.
No bread and
No bread and yam, not yam porridge. This porridge is beans. That's what you mention bread. Read.
And was going into the field. For to bring it to the reapers.
That's the farmers. Let's go.
34. But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk.
But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, I'm sure you are gates work, that there's energy field of magnetic wave in the heaven and in the earth. Now for that to happen, your body have to have the same energy or force. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's read.
Go, carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. 35. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is.
So Daniel said, I've never seen Babylon, I don't know where Babylon is. So how then Judah expect me from the kingdom of Judah to take this food to Babylon, to Sudan? You start saying to Sudan and go and give Daniel that is trapped in the lion's den, whom Darius, okay, through the jealousy of his president, okay, I'll put Daniel there because they got the heavy Daniel. Read.
Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head.
Yes.
And through the vehemency.
And through the vehemency or a force faster than the speed of light,
of his spirit, set him in Babylon over the den.
Set him in Babylon over the den. You see that? So this angel moved Daniel through gates. Is that understood? And set Daniel in Babylon immediately from Jewry or Judah to Babylon. Read.
Verse 37. And Habakkuk cried, saying, O Daniel, take the dinner which God had sent thee. That's it. And then he said, Thou hast remembered me, O God.
Yes.
Neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee. 39. So Daniel arose and did eat.
Yes.
And the angel of the Lord.
Now pay attention.
And the angel of the Lord.
And the angel of the Lord.
Set Habakkuk.
Set Habakkuk.
In his own place again.
In his own place again. How fast? Immediately. So the angel took Habakkuk, who came to feed Daniel in the lion's den, that you see in the book of Daniel. Okay, he took Habakkuk from Babylon and sent Habakkuk again to the kingdom of Judah immediately, very fast through gates. I will give us another example. Let's now go back to Google to get that notes. I watch this. I will show us again how potters were in other instances through the scriptures. Let's pay attention.
A NASA-sponsored researcher at the University of Iowa, United States, has developed a way for spacecraft to hunt down hidden magnetic portals.
Has developed a way for spacecraft because spacecraft elements are made from the earth, not be so. Because spacecraft element, the body structure of a spacecraft contains iron or metal, not be so, and metal are from the earth. And the earth itself has magnetic fields or electronic magnetic fields. Also with those metal that come from the earth. So this researcher has done this experiment and found out that there are portals. As if it's a new thing. They know this before. Also just grammar, read.
Has developed a way for spacecraft to hunt down hidden magnetic portals.
Yes.
In the vicinity of Earth.
Exactly. We continue reading.
These gateways
of hidden portals, gateways,
link the magnetic field of our planet to.
So they link from the earth all the way to the what?
The magnetic field of our planet to that of the sun, setting the stage for stormy space weather.
Setting the stage for stormy what?
Space weather.
Stormy space weather, because they use this thing to create a portal. Because storms can create portal. I'm going there. I'll show you the scriptures. Read.
It turns out
because these are angels. Through this magnetic force, the angels open the gate, and that's so do what accelerates.
It turns out that they do sort of, and a NASA-funded researcher at the University of Iowa figure out how to find them. We call them X points or electron diffusion regions.
Read it again. We call them what?
We call them X points.
So we call them X points.
Or electron diffusion region.
Or electron diffusion region. Diffuse means to impute. Electron is a force. To impute a force.
We call them X points or electron diffusion regions.
Regions. So a force point.
Explains plasma physicist Jack Scudder of the University of Iowa. There are places where the magnetic fields of the Earth connects to the magnetic fields of the sun.
There are places where the magnetic fields of the Earth connect with the magnetic fields of the sun. I'm not making this up. This magnetic fields everywhere, both in the earth and in the heaven. Read.
Creating an uninterrupted path.
Creating an uninterrupted path. This is from NASA. Read. Published in 2012 of July. Read.
Leading from our own planet to the sun atmosphere, 93 million miles away. Observations by NASA Themis spacecraft and Eros cluster probes suggest that these magnetic portals open and close.
Suggest that this magnetic portals open and closes.
Dozens of times each day.
Dozens of times. What's a dozen? 12. Then it says dozens of times. They don't even know the number. Because angels go through this gate on daily basis. So they even know that angels go. That's why he say they found that dozens of times. There are portals open and closes from the heaven to the earth each day. So I'm not making this up. Because the angels know this, whether holy angels or fallen angels, they know how to open these portals. And these are Gentiles have not gotten this knowledge because the fallen angels teach them. Because these things exist before the flood. I will show us there. Because the children of the fallen angels use these things. The Yemim, the Emim, sons of the Anakim or the Anunnaki. Because the Anunnaki or the Anakim are the fallen angels. They are sons of the Nephilim or the Yemim or the Emim that conjure their fathers to open gates for them to time travel or to do astral projection or teleporting or teleportation. Read.
They typically locate a few tens of thousands of kilometers from Earth where the geomagnetic field meets the onrushing solar wind. Most portals are small and short.
Now, pay attention. Read that part again.
They are typically located a few.
So it says they are typically located. Very slow.
A few tens of thousands.
A few tens of thousands.
Of kilometers from Earth.
Few tens of thousands from the Earth.
Where the geomagnetic field.
Where the geo is a geography. Where the geomagnetic, where the area force fields
meets the onrushing solar wind.
Meets the onrushing solar wind. Because in the wind or in the atmospheric air, there's that field there, or that magnet there. Read. Or that force. Read.
Most portals are small and short-lived.
Yes.
Others are yawning. Vast and sustained. Tons of energetic particles can flow.
Now pay attention. It said tons of energetic particles goes in and out of these portals. Read.
Tons of energetic particles can flow through the openings, heating Earth's upper atmosphere.
Yes.
Sparking geomagnetic storms.
It says sparking geomagnetic storms.
And igniting bright polar auroras.
Because the aura is the smoke or the invisible smoke that the angel opened the gate. You understand what I'm saying? The aura means a smoke or a fume or a scent. That's the aura. So it said igniting. Igniting means to raise up or to lighten up. Because these are angels of light, but it happened invisibly. That's why I say igniting was oral.
Bright polar aurora.
Bright polar aura or aurora is oral. That means to open the gate. But it's happening invisibly. Is that understood? Yes. Read.
NASA is planning a mission called MMS, short for magnetospheric multi-scale mission. Due to launch in 2014 to study the phenomenon, bristling with energetic particle detectors and magnetic sensors. The first spacecraft of MMS will spread out in Earth's magnetosphere and surround the portals to observe how they work. Alright. Portals from via the process of magnetic reconnection. Full stop. Mingling lines of magnetic force.
So it says mingling line of magnetic forces
from the sun.
From the sun.
And and earth.
From the sun and the earth. That means from the heaven and the earth. Let's go.
Crisscross and join.
They crisscross and join.
To create the openings.
To create the openings. You see that? And to do. Let's go.
Full stop. X points are where.
So these are gates open. And then that also can do what? Do astral projection or time travel. But you have to know the code or the frequency of that channel, or channel or location or code to be able to have access to that place. Once you know the code, the angel open that aurora bright lightning will now open. Then that's what will now do what? Project or travel or teleport. You start saying or teleport. So this time travel work or is real. Because these are souls. Because when a woman is pregnant, these are souls and spirit from the heaven goes into that egg. Until that child is born. Because your body contains the element that soul and spirit has. Because they are shared common with your spirit and soul and with your body. That's why your soul can live. Your soul and your spirit can exist in your body because they share the same element of what electromagnetic fields. Is that understood? Because your soul and your spirit goes through portals in your body. The Gentiles knows this. So therefore, for them to destroy you, because Israel won't keep the commandments. So through dieting, so if you counter them with the physical diet, they will not use the visible diet or the visible matter of diet to kill you or to create sicknesses. That's why you see in these last days, God is not giving the saint the wisdom and increasing the wisdom in sevenfold, like he told Enoch like 3 verse 10 in the prophecy of the 10 weeks. To counter these deadly blows of the demon or the spectres and shedim or the phantoms. And that's exactly what you see us doing this day. Bringing forth the knowledge in this lesson of rules of dieting. Let me give another example where it says stormy. To give another example of how Potter works. Through storm. Joshua 36 verse 28.
King James in the book of Apocrypha, Joshua 36 verse 28. And the sons of Shobal were Avan, Manahat, Ibal, Shippo, and Oram. And the sons of Zibeon were Ajah and Anna. This was that Anna who found the Yemim.
This was that Anna who found the Yemim or the Emim in Deuteronomy and Genesis. Let's go.
This was that Anna who found the Yemim in the wilderness, where he fed the asses of Zibeon, his father.
Yes.
29. And while he was feeding his father asses, he led them to the wilderness at different times to feed them.
Yes, go on.
And there was a day that when he brought them to one of the deserts on the seashore, opposite the wilderness of the people.
That's in Israel. That's wilderness of the people. That's before Israel became a nation. This is when this took place.
And while he was feeding them, behold, a very heavy storm came from the other side of the sea.
And while he was feeding them, behold, a very heavy storm came from the other side of the sea. And rested upon the asses that were feeding there, because these fallen angels children, the Yemin, begin to use spells or witchcraft to steal the animals so they can steal them and eat them because they were cannibals. So this Yemin or seed of fallen angel, they were conjuring their fathers. You start saying using divinations to go through portals to see an animal, but first they will do what? But first they will do what? Perform a spell to freeze the animal. You understand what I'm saying? To freeze it. Now I'm telling you, there's a weapon that the Gentiles have created that it's not even a gun. It's a weapon that is a wave. That if they shoot it, it can freeze you. Now, how do they know all these things? Because the fallen angels are teaching sons of men. This weapon exists now. I'm telling you, the Gentiles have developed a weapon that's not gun. No, it's not shooting out any bullet or any fire. Instead shooting out wave, but that wave can do what? Steal you. You not move. Read.
29. And while he was feeding his father asses, he led them to the wilderness at different times to feed them.
Yes.
30. And there was a day that he brought them to one of the deserts on the seashore, opposite the wilderness of the people. And while he was feeding them, behold, a very heavy storm came from the other side of the sea, and rested upon the asses that were feeding there. And they all stood still. And they also see 31. Afterward, about 120 great and terrible animals came out from the wilderness.
And afterwards, about 120 and great terrible animals came. Notice you call them animals. Came out from the wilderness at the other side of the sea. You do know how big a sea is. So this being or this creature or these animals, they came from the other land of the sea and came to another opposite another land of the sea. Where this Canaanite was feeding his father's flock in the wilderness. How did they travel there immediately? Read.
And they all came to the place where the asses were.
And they all came to the places where the asses were and did what?
And they placed themselves.
And they placed themselves there just like that. Because this is how time travel works. This is how teleportation works. Read.
And those animals from their middle downward were in the shape of the children of men.
And those animals from their middle of the body, from their loins downward, they were the shape of the sons of men. So from their waist downward, they have the figure of man. Read.
And from their middle upward.
And from their loins to the middle of their waist upward, what happened?
Some had the likeness of bears.
Some had the likeness of bear. So this were part bear, part man.
And some the likeness of keepers.
And some the likeness of keeper. That's a typical werewolf. Just go on internet and type keepers. And type the animal. You see, it's a very huge wolf. And then it tells you here that part of their body is man, and part of their body is keepers. That means they are part man, part wolf, or part man, part bear. Because this was children of the fallen angel, the crossbreeding that was done. Because the Nephilim are hybrid. This angel mingling with women. We read.
With tails behind them from between their shoulders.
So the angel mingle with women. They're not giants that they create. Those angels create. Begin to mingle with other beings, like reptile and animals and beasts. So therefore they create their own hybrid too, as our own father has done to them. Read. To do what? To fill their thirst, because they were giants. The small animal cannot satisfy them. So they have to create a giant, a huge creature that can satisfy their belly. Read.
With tails behind them from between their shoulders, reaching down to the earth, like the tails of the Dushifat.
Dushifat, exactly.
And this animal came and mounted and rode upon these asses, and led them away, and they went away unto this day.
And they went away to this day. You can't see they disappear, or time travel. It's not understood. Any question? Any question? So if there be no question, oneness of our house creation, rules of diet in part 2, continuing next about. Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
All right. The King James Version, the book of Revelations 22, verse 10. And he said unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come out quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter into the gates, into the city. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and whoremongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. And the spirit and the proud say, come. And let him that heareth say, come. And let him that is athirst come. And whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely. The grace of Yeshua the Anointed be with you all. And we all say, so be it. All right. Ka, Tabarat, Wahalo, Kadash, Haya, Shamka, Ahaya, Walo, Hawalamjam, Walo, Hawalamjam, Bahashem, Yashaya, Aisha, Shamayam, Waharataza, Alashadia, Barakata, Tawana, so be it. Mighty men, daughters of Zion, you ready? Jacob is one. Choose that one, shadow one.